Man, we back in the building. Welcome to HDiiTV. You're now rocking with your boy. Man, we back like we never left. You dig? We are back like we never left. We're gonna let the 2 minute go by. What's up, Still the King? Had a love you too, my G. Abdi, what's going on? Man, hold on. Let me look at this crap. YouTube always on some BS, bro. Now they done took another one of my damn videos. See, I told you, boy, YouTube doing everything in their power to go against real content creators, bro. Like dirty money. What's up, MDT? Nah, man, dealing with this hating behind YouTube, dog. YouTube is haters, dog. First, they don't monetize a couple of my videos. We'll see how long they'll let the Dak video stay up because they're gonna try to find something wrong with that. I couldn't believe they didn't monetize my Rakia video. Yeah, dog, because you don't be going along with everything. Your life ain't worth spit. When was that video? I done did so many videos. Hold on, what was this? When did I make this video? Oh, this was a long time ago. I made this video. I made this video so long ago, and now all of a sudden they got a problem with it. Bro, YouTube messing with my page, bro. Okay, so my channel isn't affected by a strike. Okay, so whatever. They can have it. I don't care. HD here. What jersey wearing? Oh, I'm wearing Allen Iverson's high school jersey. See? AI wearing the Allen Iverson jersey. You know? Trying to remember what high school he went to. He said that motherfucker hard. I know. That's why I bought it. When I was down in Florida, I went to a jersey place and they had it and everything, man. Had to grab that. He went to Bethel High School in Hampton, Virginia. So this is Bethel High School. and they got Iverson on the back. You got the number 3 right here. That boy was cold, man. I had to grab it. I said, man, I gotta grab the jersey. Okay, so the women's team went out here and dominated, something that the men should have done the first game. But they were too busy letting these guys get back in the goddamn game. And this is the stuff I be trying to talk about. What's up, Christian? Now, if you watch the game, everybody has been yelling about this Caitlin Clark crap. Dawn Staley, I wish she would have just shut the heck up. Why? Why? Why did you have to open up this Pandora box? Now we got to listen to all these goddamn CC fans all year, all week. See, Dawn Staley said if we could redo it, we could put her on the team. Bro, I don't care what Dawn Staley said. I don't care. Let me tell you this. It's a process to get selected. They have camps. She couldn't make the camp. You know why she couldn't make the camp? Because she was in the national title game, stupid, where she was taking her second L. Like she always does. She always take L's whenever it counts. Now, so we got to get out of this motion. If you watch what I saw today, Chelsea Gray showed you that she is the point god. She is. She's the best point guard I've seen in a long time. I'm talking Jason Kidd levels. She's touching them levels. Sue Bird, I love Sue Bird, but I don't think she got anything on this girl. Chelsea Gray is a beast, dog. Like, you could tell, like, she was hitting Stewie going to the basket. She hit Asia down in the post. She was hitting, it was like, she was just darting everything. It was like the most beautifulest basketball I've ever seen in my life. Seriously. Chelsea Gray, the truth. This is why I told everybody when Chelsea Gray got back to the Aces, I said it's over. And then this is what pissed me off. What is this infatuation with Kelsey Plum? Listen, I want to taste her plum. I want to peel her plum. But you do not play Kelsey Plum over Kalea Copper, excuse me. I'm sounding like Fooland now. Kalea Copper. No, not Fooland. That's Showtime. Shout out to Showtime. Showtime always call her Cooper by mistake. Kalea Copper and J.O. J.O., those should be your next two coming in. Jewel Lloyd, I don't know what is up with Jewel Lloyd, but Jewel Lloyd has just not been the same for a while. She's been playing up and down. She couldn't get into a rhythm. To me, she's cool if you want to bring her in. Sabrina's all right. But personally, Breanna Stewart and Asia and Chelsea just stole the show today. And J.O., her defense and her playmaking, her scoring on the second unit basically put a nail in Japan. Japan was hitting all these threes, but I knew it wouldn't sustain because Japan can't play no damn defense. Like, they can't play us. They were running a full court press the whole game because they had to try to disrupt it. Chelsea just said, you know what? I'm going to stop shooting these dumbass threes. I'm going to start backing these little ass women down and I'm going to start scoring, which they did. Yeah, they look like little girls, but man, they was hitting every goddamn three in the book. Here you go, Damon. Here you go. What's up, Detroit sports fan? Yeah, R.I.P. Chino XL. He said layer by layer. Salute HD. That ladies game was good. Yeah, China, man. Look, China had a good game as well, but China problem is they don't have nobody who can control the ball. They had so many turnovers that game. The only reason they stayed in the game was because Lee Yuru, she was just keeping them in the game by hitting threes and scoring down low. They should have went to her the whole game. Spain could not stop her, and they just stopped going to her. It was the weirdest thing I ever seen. Look like Jack Nicholas from Joker with that smile. Yeah, but I'll peel her back. They undersized like a mother for what else they gonna do, but they guards got speed. Yeah, they got speed. So this is all I'm saying. You out here talking about Caitlin needed to be on the team, and listen, why are we still talking about this girl? She wouldn't made the team. She's not better than anybody on the goddamn team. Who is she better than? Kelsey Plum is probably the weakest person on the team, and she not better than Kelsey Plum. So what are we talking about? This girl is leading the league in turnovers. Turnovers. Do you not hear me? She's leading the league in turnovers. Her shot is terrible right now. All Don Staley said was that we would have considered it. What that means, I'm going to break it down what consider it means. Consider it means is that, listen, she didn't make the camp, whatever. That was just a PC answer to smooth over to all these dumb CC fans, because the CC fans are dumb. Even the brothers who defend her, they're so dumb. If you look at their page, they ain't talk about no women college ball or nothing. They just talking about this white girl like there's nobody else out here who's playing. You just witnessed why we don't need her. She can't play defense. She's a turnover machine. If you watch how we played the game today, Kelsey Plum actually ran the point better than her. So did Sabrina. Because you know why? They can play without the ball. When you play point guard, you don't need to dominate the ball all game. You can move the ball around. If you notice in the WNBA All-Star game, she was dominating the goddamn ball too much. And then Enrique just said, you know what? I'm trying to let her go off. She not going off. Give me that rock, and had to drop 32 in the second half because this broad can't hit the side of a damn barn. She missing everything, and then all of a sudden everybody want to glaze her assist. Like I said, she is nothing but Steve Nash. Nothing special, just a solid starter. She's a solid starter. She might be better. She might get better. But who on the USA team you saw today, whose spot she gonna take? Nobody. Whose spot she would have taken? You just saw the GOAT in the making, the GWOAT in the making. You seen the second best player in the WNBA, in the world, I'm going to say, and Stewie out there cooking. And you saw the point guard, probably the greatest point guard ever to play the game, up there with Penny Caro and Sue Bird. Swing Cash and all of them. So what are we talking about? They all had the same form. What's up, Jehovah? They sure did. Soon as I told Chelsea to stop shooting them damn threes, she was doming it up. Wasn't she? She was doming it up, boy. She was dog. Listen, that girl is a problem, dog. Chelsea a problem. She is a whole damn problem. Like, she makes the game so easy, dog. Like how she was hitting everybody. She hit Nafisa. She hit Stewie for some shots and layups. She hit the person running down the middle of the court. Hit them. Then they had the hockey assist. The hockey assist she threw. that threw it here. They threw it to Stewie. They threw it to Asia. Asia just dominated the boards. Asia dominated the boards, and Asia just established dominance. Like, I'm the best player out here. And Stewie ran the number. She ran as the co-star. She was the number 2, and she did a hell of a job. Now, here's what our problem's gonna be. The second unit. You're talking about a different game right now. No, I'm not talking about a different game. That's what I'm saying. Like, this is how you play the point guard position. And you saw how they were pressing her. You saw Chelsea was doing this. She was backing them down. See, that's some Magic Johnson type shit. See, y'all don't see, a lot of y'all young bucks don't know basketball. Y'all don't remember them days with Magic, Isaiah, Tim Hardaway. They used to back people down. They used to back people down, and then when the trap comes, they know where their outlet is. You would have an extra person here waiting for it. Then they would get the ball across court. They played very fundamental basketball. If you watch the women's game, they played the press perfectly. That's how you play the press. It's not just one person trying to run people over or run past somebody to beat the press. That's not how you beat the press. You don't beat it that way. Yeah, talking about attendance at the Olympics. What are you talking about? It's the Olympics. There was attendance at the games, stupid. What are you talking about? See, they don't understand it's in a different time zone. That's what I'm saying. These LCC fans are dumb as hell. They talking about attendance. We talking about the game. What are you talking about? So stupid. What's up, Jamie Hodges? Yeah, she would have struggled. No, them Japanese girls and them Chinese girls would have had her messed up. So would them Spanish girls. I'm watching France right now, man. France got them a little squad. Got them some fine girls on here too, man. Look, man, I'm about to fly to France. I'm about to go to Paris. That's what they call it, Paris. I'm about to go to Paris, holla at a couple of them, and then I'm gonna go to Nigeria. I got some women on Nigeria I gotta talk to. Like, listen, man, I got me a house. I got 2 stories in this beach. Listen, we can sleep wherever. You want to sleep here? Sleep. Don't worry about it. You ain't got to clean nothing up. I had a maid come through. Clark will be okay. It's her fans that make us sick. Don't it, though? Oh, you got to hit the like button. 56 rebounds to 27 for Japan. 35 assists as a team is beautiful basketball. Yes, sir. Foodland Speaks Sports. Go to my dog page. Foodland be cooking. He be cooking. My dog said the same thing I said about Jalen Hurts. I admitted I was wrong about Jalen Hurts. And I've been riding with Hurts ever since. And they've been trying to tear down our brother, Foodland. They've been trying to tear him down along with Lamar Jackson. We always get torn down, but they don't ever want to call out Josh Allen and all these other bums. But they want to call our guys out like we're the reason the team lose. Crazy. No, Asia is not the second best player in the world. Asia is the best player in the world. Stewie is the second best player in the world. Chelsea Gray is the greatest point guard we've ever seen in women or men or whatever in a long time. This is our era of basketball. Chelsea is the point guard from our era. HDC Bam finally left that fat white girl and picked that. Man, he better pick. I'd have picked Asia up too. Come on, Asia or them fat girls you was messing with. That's not hard, Mello. That's not hard. I really don't know who's on France, but they were moving the ball. Canada's point guard play is trash. It's trash. Like, it is terrible. But France got a squad. France will D you up, and they know how to move the ball. They cut to the basket. See, that's the thing. They don't play that. All Canada's point guards is on the men's team. I want Victor Wimby's sister so I could say, man, his name is not Wimby. We have upgraded him to Yokohama. He is Yokohama. He is Yokohama. Exactly, Fulan. But see, this is what I'm saying. Who would CC replace on this team? She's not better than Kelsey Plum. She's not better than Sabrina Ionescu. She's not better than Jewel Lloyd. She's not better than Kalea Copper. She's not better than J.O. She's nowhere near J.O. So what are we talking about? What are we talking about? What are we talking about? Like, why are we still having this discussion? And we just saw some beautiful basketball today. And I don't blame the brother who asked her the question, because I don't blame puppets. I blame their masters. This year I said, this year and last year, I'm not going at puppets no more. I'm going at Geppetto. I want Geppetto. I don't want Pinocchio no more. I want Geppetto. I'm finna call all these Geppettos out. Y'all keep telling me about this goddamn CC. Who would she have replaced? Who? Who? They keep trying to tell me Sabrina. Is you out your goddamn mind? She ain't on no Sabrina level. Because they won a game against the Liberty this year, where the Liberty really lost the game because they shot themselves out the game. Y'all don't watch basketball. There's two sides to the court. There's offense, there's defense. I had this argument yesterday with this idiot who was trying to tell me about Dirk. Dirk played one side of the basketball, sir. And he wasn't the sole reason that Dallas beat Miami. Dallas beat Miami because Jason Terry went off. Jason Kidd went off. Sean Marion and Tyson Chandler defensively took Miami out the game. Stop telling me about basketball. Y'all only watch one side of the ball. Y'all always look at somebody who scored a damn basket. I don't care about scoring a basket. How are we going to stop them from scoring the basket? That's the teams that win. Y'all too busy focusing on 24 and 19, but then saw they lost because defensively she was getting cooked. She got cooked by Odyssey Sims. Wasn't Enrique, it was an Odyssey Sims. Ain't that the position Caitlin guard? Point guard? She got cooked. She got cooked the last game before the break, and y'all went past that. Then she threw two costly turnovers down the stretch. So she can't be on this team. Yeah, so Asia's a beast, dog. Listen, Asia Wilson is unstoppable. Listen, when Asia gets into her bag, you just better be like, listen, ain't nothing I can do. I'm just going to try to foul you, or I'm going to try to push you over here. I ain't got time for it. Asia is just on point. I don't know what it is. Asia is on some other stuff. Asia is for real. Oh, okay. Yeah. She is behind KD. Yeah, KD, I got number one. I agree, AB. took a picture together. Man, Ant-Man better be careful, dog. Ant-Man already got enough kids, bro. Ant-Man need to work on his game. I'm sick of all this. I'ma take a picture. Work on your bag, man. You ain't got no bag. Your bag this is Olympic play. No more magnet ball. None of that special whistle in the NBA. They not gonna save you. You got to work on your bag, man. He need to stop taking all these celebrity pictures, and he need to learn how to get a bag, because his bag is terrible right now. He's been playing trash in the Olympics. Trash. Asia gonna be the all-time scorer when it's all said and done. I agree. Asia is. Asia a dog, bro. Look. I take back what I said, Asia. You are marketable and you are the greatest, like dead serious. She's in my top 5 right now, all-time women. If she win a couple more and she continues playing at the level she's playing at, man, she might be the number 1, dog. Because Cynthia Cooper was great. Cynthia just wasn't a dog. She was okay on defense, but she wasn't a dog like that on defense. She was good. But Maya Moore was great. Tamika Catchings, oh my God. You know, Shamika Holesclaw was good. You had Simone Augustus. You had so many players. Swing Cash is somebody who's underrated. Swing Cash was a beast. So, but she gonna be up there. What's up, Lorenzo, man? Yeah, I'm cooking. Cause we got great games going on. Asia Wilson and Stewie put these girls lights out. Then you had Chelsea Gray just took the game over from the point guard standpoint. She's amazing. Like, she was just diming everybody. It was just pinpoint accuracy. Then she had one pass where she was looking over here and threw that bitch a no-look pass to the middle of the key. Asia caught that bitch and laid it up. I said, bruh, Chelsea Gray is a cheat code, bro. Chelsea Gray is a cheat code. She's a cheat code. Cheat code. I'm not even sure she knows how to play in Reeve's system. No, she can't play in Reeve's system. Reeve's system is constant ball movement. Caitlin is like LeBron James. This is why I call her LaCaitlin. She cannot play in a system. She has to play in a system that accommodates her. Everybody has to adjust to her. It's hard for her to adjust to other people. But the only difference she has over LeBron is she can shoot. So she can catch and shoot. She's probably one of the best catch and shoot players I've seen in a long time. Seriously, she can catch and shoot like a mug. Transition, she's probably one of the best I've seen. I think she's the best in transition I've seen in a long time. No, she couldn't replace nobody else. No, like for real. She couldn't replace the water carrier. Exactly. Like, what are we talking about? Like, who could she replace? She's not better than anybody. This is what's laughable to me. You got these fans talking about, look at the attendance. What are you talking about, the attendance? They have a large crowd that's in there watching. I swear, dog, people are so dumb, dog. We have been subjected to the dumbness, and we've been numbed by the lower vibrations. We have been succumbing to the lower vibrations of society. This is why we got guys like Trump, who is making people want to go vote for him. This is why everybody think Kamala black. Because we have low vibration. We have been dumbed down. And it's so sickening. It's so sickening. Yeah, Sims was cooking her. Cooking all game. Sabrina game is way more advanced. If Sabrina was on Indiana, she'd be getting 23 per game. Oh, easily. What? If Sabrina was on Indiana, Indiana would be in the 3rd seed. Seriously, Indiana would be in the 3rd seed. And the reason is because Sabrina can play off the ball. And when it, excuse me, and when it's time for her to be a playmaker, she could be a playmaker. And then you could play Erica Wheeler. Erica Wheeler could play with somebody like her. Excuse me, had to sneeze. Erica Wheeler and Kelsey Mitchell could play with the Sabrina Ionescu because they'll be able to touch the ball. They'll be able to get their touches and get their shots up. They would. Oh, man, Asia is definitely different, dog. Differently. Dog, she been going off. They can't stop her. What's up, LaShawn? It was just wasn't right how Asia was just blocking, rebounding, and shooting all over the little jabs. Dog, she was doing them dirty. And she was talking trash. I can't wait till they play Belgium and Germany. When they play Belgium, they finna give it to them. They in their bag. Stewie and Asia are different. And Kalia Copper, she got hurt because this girl just nose dived into her early. I'm like, girl, this ain't football. This is basketball. She just nose dived into Kalia, hit her in the ribs. I thought we lost Kalia. And then she came back and gave us some points and some great defense. That's what I'm saying. Who would she have replaced? You're not replacing Kalia Copper. Kalia Copper is the best two-way player in the league, or one of them. Jewel Lloyd, one of the best two-way players in the league. Sabrina Ionescu, one of the best shooters, if not best shooter in the game. Kelsey Plum, one of the best all-around guards in the game. Like, who are you going to place? You're not going to place Diana Taurasi. Diana Taurasi is a legacy pick. You need her on the team because of her leadership and her wisdom. You need her on the team. Who else would she have replaced? She's not replacing Alyssa Thomas, even though Alyssa Thomas got 2 bum shoulders. Alyssa Thomas' impact is way higher than CeCe's. Just Alyssa Thomas being there alone, rebounding, passing, getting people in position. Her defense is critical. I would take her defense over your offense, and we'll win every game. Exactly, Dennis. Thank you. Asia's marketing herself like Angel because the WNBA refuses to do it. I agree. The WNBA is stupid. They're following the NBA way to promote this little white girl. They're promoting this Caitlin Clark crap everywhere. They did it in college. Caitlin Clark played in the weak-ass Big Ten. The weak-ass Big Ten, she went off for 2 years because the Big Ten was trash. When she started going against real competition, she started choking in games. And you know who saved her? Kate Martin was saving her. The one chick, Marshall was saving her. Then I think the second year, her last year in college, you had Stokey. Stokey was saving her. Stokey was getting the ball and dominating down low. She was a transition beast because all CeCe had to do was just throw it up because that's all she can do is play transition. She didn't go against nobody. And then y'all beat South Carolina because y'all screwed them out the game, because y'all cheated them the whole goddamn game. Then the following year, LSU was whooping y'all ass until Angel messed her ankle up. And then Flaw J just choked on offense. She couldn't shoot for shit. Then in the UConn game, y'all screwed UConn. y'all did UConn bad, so UConn can't play no. They got pushed out of the game. It's like, bro, I don't understand. What is this obsession with this chick? She's not all that. Y'all are really brainwashed. Oh man, exactly, Timo. If Cynthia was in the early, if it started in 92, Dog, Coot would have been the dog. Coot would have had way more stuff going on. Coot would have had a statue, all of that. I agree. No, dog, I didn't say I didn't like Ant-Man, bro. But dog, stop talking, bro. Like, work on your game. Listen, I'm the type of guy you can't talk if your bag don't have nothing in it. If your bag only got one item in it, you can't talk. You can't talk. I done seen some of the best with a bag on bag. Carmelo had a bag. You want to talk about it? Dwayne Wade had a bag. You want to talk about it? JC Kidd, a man who couldn't shoot early in his career, had a bag. Do you want to talk about it? I done watched real players with bags. These players ain't got no bags. They got the plastic. And they got nothing but juicy fruit in it. Walking out the store with this big bag with just a juicy fruit in it. Oh man, they beyond ridiculous, Pookie Bear. They beyond ridiculous. These people have the nerve to diss Don Staley when Don Staley's not the only person on the committee. Like, she's not the only person on the committee. Like, why are we dissing her? Like, she doesn't have the final say. But see, they did her like they did Grant Hill. They put a black person out there so everybody could tear the black person down while all the other committee people are in the back chilling. They in the back chilling. What's up, Phil? Okay, don't watch it because CC ain't playing. We don't need you, dog. We don't need CC fans, bro. Like, we don't. We don't really need you. The WNBA was on its way to growing. Y'all just sped up the process because y'all love CC. But CC's not the only one selling. If CC was the only one making money, nobody, WNBA wouldn't have all these ticket prices going out, selling out selling out and going through the roof. She's not the only player, stupid. Yes, on ESPN and all that, ESPN is a racial network. They only promote white athletes. They only talk good about white athletes. ESPN is owned by a racist ass man. Go look up his career. Look at all the black people on that show. All the black people on ESPN ain't black. They tokens. They Tobies. They say a few things good about the black athlete. They never dissed the white athlete. Josh Kiddey was messing with an underage woman. Was messing with her. And then you know what they did? They swept that under the rug. Chad Wheeler almost killed his black girlfriend. They didn't say nothing about it. Your guy, Shannon Guzzler, and that other guy, Stephen C. Smith, they didn't say nothing. They were quiet. But y'all say these the black people who represent us. Angel Reese has been called the S-bag, HO, all type of prejudice and racial things, but that's okay. We don't talk about that. We just gonna diss her because she cried some tears because she wanted to talk about her hardship. Oh, I'm sorry. We forgot that she's a baby girl. She's 21 years old. Oh, so because you're 21, you ain't supposed to cry? Oh, you're 21? Oh, you're supposed to be a villain? Y'all are so cynical and so non-emotional. It is downright disgusting. Disgusting how you guys have acted towards black athletes, and y'all let these white athletes off without a hitch or anything. Y'all don't say nothing about them. Yeah, shout out to the Nigerians, man. Beautiful women. All of them beautiful. Yeah, I'm like, why is Lauren Jackson out here playing? Lauren Jackson should have been retired. Listen, if this was the Lauren Jackson from long time ago, Nigeria would have been in trouble because Lauren Jackson could ball. Oh man, Jackie Young is inspirational. Jackie Young should have got. I was mad that she didn't get to play till later in the second. Cheryl Reeve got to change that. You cannot bring Kelsey Plum out there over no damn Jackie Young. You out your damn mind. You out your mind. I got Jackie Young over Jewel Lloyd right now. You bring Jackie Young out there before Jewel Lloyd. Jewel Lloyd is in some type of slump. She has not been having a good season. Yep, Stookie. Yep, exactly. Yeah, it is. It's the LeBron James syndrome all over again. Yep, I agree. I like Ant-Man, but I don't want to hear until he take his game to the next level. Exactly, Timo. That's all we saying. We don't hate Ant-Man, but dog, if you want to see a player be great, you're gonna criticize him. All we saying is, bro, get a bag. Your bag is terrible. Your bag is terrible right now. No hate, but your bag is terrible. Oh, that's facts. Get that money then, Phil G. Right, playing in the Olympics like nothing happened. They ain't even talking about it. That's what I'm saying, bro. It's like if that would have happened to a black athlete, what happened to Josh Kiddey, if that would have happened to Shea Gilgeous-Alexander, do you think Shea would be playing right now? Do you think Shea would have been able to play those games during the season? That's what I'm saying, the double standard, and y'all keep on falling for it, especially these damn Tobys. Caitlin Clark is a okay player. That's all. She's a solid player. I predicted that she would be a solid starter. She'll probably win some chips. She'll probably win some MVPs because of the system that she plays in. That system will help her get her numbers. But in my opinion, she should have had 8 or 9 triple doubles by now. I'm just saying that's what should have happened. We're Americans in France. No, they really don't need her because we played a hell of a game. The first half we started out slow. The pressure was kind of getting at us at first, but then Chelsea Gray stopped shooting them threes and started diming everybody, moving the ball, which she should have been doing. Like Chelsea Gray, like forget that Cheryl Reeve shit. You are the point guard. Get the ball, move that ball around, get the ball to your playmakers, get the ball to your scorers and your player. The best player and the second best player, you need to get them the ball. Diana Taurasi, she's good for a few minutes, but I want to see Kalia Copper get some of her minutes. Kalia Copper is going to be great down the stretch. Jo as well. I think Jo and Cop should be the two to come off the bench. If you're going to bring in Alyssa Thomas, I would bring them two off the bench and let Alyssa Thomas run the point. Alyssa Thomas could run the point, and then you could go from there. And you can go from there. That's what I would do. Oh, of course they do. They do the same thing on YouTube, John. What they do is they made that yellow dollar sign so they could control who gets the money, control who shows up in the algorithm. We all know why they did that. It's like the gun laws. We know why they created the gun laws. They created the gun laws to keep us from getting guns. We already know. Like we know all this stuff. Everything is portrayed to come at us. But them, nope, they don't keep that same smoke. Yeah, exactly. They do the same thing on YouTube. No, she's not a generational talent. She's a solid player, but she's not a generational talent. I mean, she's good, but dog, she's Steve Nash, bro. And Steve Nash was good. Steve Nash was a solid point guard. But I'm just saying, it's like she's not a generational talent. I don't see what everybody's seeing. I don't see it. She was just a chick to me who just put up all these points and did all these assists, you know, just shooting all these points and dominating the ball. And then when they get to the big game, she choked. But Asia Wilson today in the game did something great. Her defense was awesome. Her ability to score at 3 levels, and then she was able to bring the ball up too, is going to put pressure on teams when they play them. Stewie as well. Stewie's ability to handle the ball and play off the ball is very key. And the thing I like today that our women did, they move without the ball. Everybody isn't a person who needs the ball in their hands. This is the point of why we picked this team. The team and everybody fits together. You had some people dissing the team and all that. And Diana Taurasi's not the main person on the team. Taurasi is a legacy player. Let her get her shine. She deserves it, because when Caitlin Clark's career over with, y'all gonna be begging her to be on the team in her last years. So come on, be fair. The bench, Brittany Griner did her thing. Brittany Griner was unfair. Just get the ball to Brittany Griner. And the thing I love about Brittany Griner is when they were trapping her, double teaming her, she was able to get the ball to her playmakers. She was able to get the ball. And the thing I also love that we did, we made the extra pass. We made the extra pass. Like Fulan said earlier, 35 assists as a team. It was crazy. That's high level basketball. Then the rebounds, like we out rebounded them. Nafisa Collier in the starting lineup at the 3 is perfect. Well, her and Stewie could play the 3 or the 4. Asia could play the 1, 2, or the 3. Like, you got 3 post players who can play more than one position. That's the difference. See, people don't know basketball. Then you had Diana Taurasi at the 2. You had Chelsea at the 1. That's your starting lineup. That's what you work with. And in the bench, you need to bring J.O. in sooner. Don't bring Kelsey Plum in first. Bring J.O. in. Now, if you got to bring Kelsey Plum in because she has point guard duty, she played point guard this year. She wasn't that good, but she wasn't that bad. She was mid, but you could tell she's getting better because she's working with Chelsea. Chelsea's getting in her ear, telling her what to see. So Kelsey can play the point or the 2. This year, Sabrina's game jumped dramatically, because last year, Sabrina was just a catch and shoot player, or she would dominate the ball and shoot the air out of it. This year, she's playing without the ball. She's able to play the point. She can move around. She can move off of screens, and she could control the pace and the tempo. And that's something that they're great at. They are better than CC at that. Oh, exactly, Timo. It's so hypocritical. It's so hypocritical of what they do, man. It's crazy. Yep. Exactly, man. Like, they be hating. Oh man, that was sick. When BG threw it over the back and Stewie caught it and late, I said, yo, that's what I'm saying. Like, where do you put this? Where do you put LaCaitlin at? Everybody on the team is a beast. We have no weak links on the bench. I mean, on the team. Probably Sabrina and Kelsey defensively when we play the athletic guards. Like here, France, we're going to struggle because France has some athletic guards. Gabby Williams, they got this other girl too. We'll struggle with them, but in the post, we gonna win the post. Ain't nobody out rebounding or doing us in the post. I'm just being honest. Our post play is the best in the tournament. Now, the guard play, Chelsea gonna do her thing. Diana, to me, she's gonna get cooked. Diana's defense has never been A1. It's been okay, but it ain't been no A1. Sabrina's defense struggles at times too. So does Kelsey Plum. Kelsey Plum sometimes gets lost in the sauce on defense. I agree. I mean, I agree, dog. It's like we got to stop coddling this chick. We got to stop doing this because you're making people not like this chick, and that's not cool. But I can't blame them because everything that's racial that's happened to her teammates or anybody who hangs around her, they're all racial. It's like you're condoning this behavior because you're around it and you're not checking none of these people in your circle. So it lets me know you agree with them. Like, seriously, it's like you agree with them. He was like, God damn, yeah. He probably is, Cheyenne. He probably is, but I think we'll be all right. I think Kalea Copper, I think she'll be all right because she got kind of nicked up. And I think she'll be cool. You know, I like the way she played the game. When she came in, she just strictly said, you know what, I'm gonna play defense. So that's big. That is real big. But what YouTube and them are doing is they're limiting my ads. They're messing with my page because I'm speaking about the truth about the people they trying to push. And they're trying to write it off as, oh, that's false information and stuff. No, it's not. You can go look all this stuff up. I tell people, go look this stuff up. I ain't got nothing to lie about. I'm not on here for views. And if I wanted views, then every day I'll be like LCC the GOAT. I'll be like Angel Reese ain't shit. If I wanted to get views, I'd be like LeBron the greatest, Kevin Durant trash. I'll get views all day. That's how you get views. Yeah, I saw that video. I saw that with Quita, but see, Quita got to keep it PC because that's just who she is. Quita's a nice person. That's why I send people to her page because Quita's gonna give you the puff pieces and the lovable side of criticism. Me, I'm giving it to you blood raw. Like my videos, a lot of them may not get monetized. They may not because I'm gonna tell you what it is, and that's my job. If I don't get monetized, oh well. At least y'all got the information where y'all can go fact check and look stuff up. Copper caught that human battering ram. Timo, it wasn't China, it was Japan. It wasn't China, it was Japan. We were playing Japan. China played Spain. They played Espana. They played the Espana, La Espana, El Espana. Or La Espana, whatever you call it. Yeah, I was a bit worried too, man. No, you good, Timo. I was worried too, bro. I was like, oh man, Cop ain't gonna be able to play. But Cop came back in the game, played her defense, did her job. You gotta love Cop, man. Cop went out there and did her job. But France is gonna be a tough team. I believe Germany. Spain is gonna be tough because they like to shoot the damn three all day. But I think our post game though, I don't see anybody beating us in the post, and I don't see anybody beating us in the post. Our post is just too strong, too strong. Like we're way too strong in the post. I don't really see anybody beating us in the post. The perimeter, I think we're good. I just think Kelsey and Sabrina are going to get exposed a little bit, but they'll be fine because they'll have help defense. They'll have Alyssa behind them. They'll have Collier out there. They'll have Asia. They'll have Stewie. They'll have Alyssa. They'll have Jewel Lloyd out there. They'll have J.O. Like, she's going to keep people out there to help out with the guards. Yeah, dog, we go bloody raw on them because they stupid, bro. They dumb. Bro, see, let me tell you something. I've been watching basketball since I was 5 years old. 5 years old. I've been watching it since 1990. And then I used to have ESPN Classic. ESPN Classic, it was called back. It wasn't even called ESPN Classic. It was called Hardwood Classics or Hardwood Games. They would show the full games from the 80s and some from the 70s. And I used to watch how basketball was played. That's why my first sport was well, it was soccer because I love soccer, and then I played basketball. And then when I got to high school, I played football. So I know the game because I study the art. I study the logistics of the game. I study where somebody's supposed to be. Somebody has always, I used to argue with grown men at 5 or 6 years old about basketball. They never watched basketball. This is how I know back then, no internet, nothing. They didn't watch basketball. They just wanted to see who scored the damn ball. Like, you would have people be like, man, Michael Jordan balled out that game. And it's like, he was good, but he wasn't the reason they won. They won the game because Horace Grant was going off. Horace Grant was hitting that mid-range shot. Paxson would go off. Sometimes it'll be Hodges off the bench. They had a Livingston dude. I forgot about Livingston until Sino told me about him because I just didn't like the Bulls. I hated the Bulls. I hated the Bulls. I liked it the Atlanta Hawks because I was a Dominique Wilkins fan. And then the Magic came in the inception. When they got Penny Hardaway, that's when I started liking the Magic. Shaq was cool. I liked this Shaq a little bit. But I was more of a Charles Barkley guy. I actually watched these guys play. This is why when people talk trash about these bum players today could beat Charles Barkley back in the day, I'm like, nigga, is you crazy? If Barkley puts you in the post, it's over with. They created the post back down. They created the post back down rule because Charles Barkley used to back you down all game. He'll back you down for damn near 20 seconds and then score on you or dunk on you. No, Quita cool. I watch Quita too, bro. Quita is a great YouTube creator. I just know me and her we're never gonna click up to do content because I'm too blood raw. Quita's not. Quita's very PC, and that's cool. I love that. We need people like that because those people, we put them in the higher places. Those people are gonna flourish. They're gonna let our message spread to the world. She don't glaze anybody. She don't. She just keep it how she feels. Oh man, that game was so strict. Dog, they was saving Spain the whole goddamn game, bro. They were saving Spain. Spain was getting like Gustafsson, the center who played for the Las Vegas Aces. She did a hell of a job. What she did was she basically was dominating the post. Her defense, her ability to switch on different players really messed China up. China don't have any good ball handlers. Their backcourt is going to hurt them. That's what's going to hurt them. They don't have real strong backcourt players. And then down the stretch, they should have went for the three. They went for that too. It was like, what are you doing? Just shoot it. But that was bad coaching down the stretch. The coach should have told them to go for the three. And then you just ran back. You could have gone to foul. It was, dog, their IQ is very small. The one chick, lyveboy, if it wasn't for her, China would not have been in that game. China would have lost that game by more. No, she didn't say that, Mr. CM23. Coach Staley said we would have considered her, like we would have had she would have had a higher like probability or whatever to get taken looked at. She would have been looked at. She basically was saying, yeah, she's good, but she still wouldn't have made the team. you gotta read between the lines, because Dawn Staley, she was just saying that as a puff piece. But no, she would not have made the team still. If she would have went to tryouts, CC would not have made the team. Because for one, she wouldn't have been able to deal with the physicality. Two, she turns the ball over too much. Three, she dominates the ball too much. Four, when she's off the ball, she doesn't do nothing. She does like LeBron and goes stand in a corner somewhere. Like she just takes herself out of the play. Yeah, exactly, Phil G. Hardwood Classics. That's what I used to watch back in the day. So I used to watch Isaiah and all of these players. So that's why when somebody told me about Isaiah, I'm like, bro, I already know about Isaiah. And then when I seen Cino talking about Isaiah, I was right. Because I used to watch the Pistons play the Bulls, old games where Zeke and Mike would be going at it. Man, Zeke used to be shitting on Mike. And I don't understand why people try to act brand new like Zeke want that guy. It's like, y'all putting Steph over Zeke? Man, stop playing, dog. That's why I'm like, what is y'all talking about? Just like they said CC was the best ever. I'm like, over who? She ain't win nothing. Yeah, I know. I like that too, Timo. I think they're going to be straight too. Yep, they did. They did. Yeah, like Don ain't say nothing there. All Don said was she would have had a higher chance of making it. That doesn't mean that she would have made the team. Like, people got to understand, it was a process. You had to go through camps. That's just how it was. Arike pulled out of it because Arike knew she wasn't going to get picked, because Arike's style of basketball doesn't fit Cheryl Reeve. Cheryl Reeve wants people moving the ball. She wants the ball to go to the post. She wants it to spread around and hit the open person. She don't want a person to dominate the ball and then go for 30 or volume shooter. No, she don't want that. And plus, Arike, she probably didn't like the way Arike was. I mean, sometimes that happened. But that was Arike just pulled her name out of it because she said the politics, and everybody thought, see, Arike's going through the politics. What about CC? Bruh, CC ain't on that level. She's not that. What is y'all talking about, bro? For a rookie, CC is having a solid season. but it's not great. Her turnovers are terrible. You can't get the turnovers out the way. It's like you're in a relationship. You done cheated on your girl or she done cheated on you 3 or 4 times and y'all finna get back together. Do you think you're gonna get back together? So we're just gonna bypass that cheating, right? I'm gonna bypass you cheating on me. You know, you still that MVP. You still that rookie of the year. No, no. Because y'all keep bringing up Angel Reese's field goal percentage. We gonna bring up this chick turnovers. And her field goal percentage ain't all that either, especially from the 3. From the 3, I think she's ranked 20th in the league. No, they didn't break Don down. I don't believe they did. Oh, man, Zeke in my top 10. I don't care what anybody say, dog. Zeke was a problem. Zeke was a problem. Yep, Mississippi in 23. Isaiah Thomas is the only player to beat Magic, Bird, and Jordan in their prime. And guess what, Mississippi in 23? He has a better record versus all of them combined. If you combined all their wins against him and his wins against them, he's like 133 and 119. That's what I'm trying to tell people, nigga. What are you talking about? This dude got a 133 to 119 record against Bird, Magic, and Jordan combined. Yeah, she got to get physical. She got to get stronger. She got to work on her feet. She got to learn how to slide her feet. She got to learn how to play defense. You got to, because if she can't play no defense, she gonna get cooked in the games. When they play in 4 years, you got Juju coming and you got Paige coming. You know? So I don't think she's better than Paige. Now, Paige Beckers, that's a generational talent. Not no goddamn CC. Paige is way better than CC. Juju way better than CC. Those are generational talents. Chelsea Gray, that's a generational talent. Asia Wilson, generational. That's generational. Breanna Stewart, generational talent. That's generational. Diana Taurasi, generational. Like, that's what I'm talking about. Like, what are we talking about here? The women's team is fine. We don't need CC. CC wouldn't have made the cut. She's not better than anybody on the roster. She's not. Sabrina Ionescu got hit on a screen. They set an illegal screen. She got plastered, and she got right back up. You think CC gonna get right back up after that? After getting plastered by an illegal screen? Hell no. Exactly. My point exactly. They don't like to point out the facts. Oh, he was a threat to the USA team. Of course he was. They didn't like Zeke because he walked off the court. We know what happened. He walked off the court and Michael Jordan was mad because he couldn't beat him. Mike is 1-3 in the playoffs against Zeke. 1-3. Zeke is 3-1 against Michael Jordan in the playoffs when they played each other. Kobe Bryant is 4-2 against Tim Duncan in the playoffs. 4-2. And that's with Shaq and without Shaq. Yep, exactly. I agree. Exactly, Cheyenne. The league was against the Pistons. The league did not like the Pistons because the Pistons was messing up their party. Like Isaiah Thomas said, if you beat Magic, Bird, and Jordan, so basically you got the Laker fan base mad at you, you got the Celtic fan base mad at you, and you got the Michael Jordan fans mad at you, what you supposed to do? And then you had Dick Ebersol, who was an a-hole. Yep, she quits when she don't get a foul call. All of this is facts. Oh, I agree, Lorenzo. Hannah Hidalgo, I know all about Hidalgo. That's who they saying they want the Chicago Sky to go get, but that ain't until another couple years. They're going to get a point guard way before that. And plus, this Mariah Jefferson, if she stays healthy, I think she'll be a fine point guard for the Sky. She couldn't even take Brianna's screen, dog. Brianna laid her out, and she was on the ground flopping like a fish. Like, it was pitiful to watch. It was like, man, this girl got to grow some toughness, man. She too soft. Like, she way too soft. This whole CC versus Angel thing remind me of 99 when Jackie Styles was super hyped for breaking all the college records, and T Catch was not talked about at all. Catch went on to be a Hall of Famer. Yep. Exactly, Timo. Jackie Styles was getting all this publicity, and then Tamika Catchings just dominated and set the records. Yep, Jackie was 2 and done. Yep. Dick Ebersol wanted the Knicks and Magic to beat the Houston Rockets with the King. Yep, he did. And they didn't. That's just like the NFL couldn't have to where Russell beat Peyton and Tom back-to-back Super Bowls. Oh, of course, you know they weren't finna have Russell Wilson do that. Come on. If Russell Wilson would have beaten Peyton, then beat it Tom Brady, what? Man, the world would have went crazy. They couldn't have that. Great observation, Lorenzo. They couldn't have that. Oh, of course not. The Houston Rockets aren't going to be talked about because everybody feel like if Mike would have never left, they would have never won. But hey, it is what it is. Houston got them too. They good. They are good. Excuse me. When they played the Broncos, no, the Broncos was supposed to beat the Seahawks. But what they didn't know was they didn't know the Seahawks defense was that good. And they didn't know Russell Wilson was that good either. They just ran a clinic on him. They never show that game back because they're so mad that the Broncos lost. Dog, Peyton Manning is the most overrated damn quarterback I ever seen. They try to do everything. They did everything for Peyton Manning to win Super Bowls. And he just choked. He choked. Like the New Orleans game, he was supposed to beat New Orleans. That was set up for Peyton to win. And he choked that game. Everybody talk about Katrina. I'm like, dude, they did not want New Orleans to win. They don't give a damn. Dog, who was the people living in New Orleans? It was mainly black folks. They could care less about Hurricane Katrina and them. You didn't hear what Kanye said? George Bush don't give a damn about black people. That's why they threw the ball on the 1 yard line. Yeah, because they told Russell to do it. They the ones who told Russell to call the audible. Pete Carroll and the offensive coordinator never took blame for nothing. They made Russell Wilson the scapegoat. And I never forgave them for that because they knew they changed that goddamn play. They told Russ to change that play because they saw blitz. So they knew it was zero coverage. So they said we're going hot. He tried to throw it outside first, but Lockett I forgot. I think it was Lockett. He was locked up. They just shot. So then he went back inside. He threw it. It was a good pass. It's just that the receiver, Malcolm Butler, just beat him to where the ball was going to be at. And that's how they won the game. That's what I'm saying, though, Felton, but we don't talk about Akeem Olajuwon. Why don't we talk about Akeem Olajuwon? Oh, because he's not the sexy pick. He's not the guy who they picked to win. They picked it Ewing to win. They picked it Shaq to win. And guess what? They both choked. Oh, yeah, his expression. Yeah, that was hilarious. Yep, paid and choked too. Right. Like Marshawn Lynch, right. They basically audibled the play. That's what they did. They audibled out the play. Everybody know what happened, but Russell Wilson's going to get the backlash because he's Carlton from Fresh Prince of Bel-Air. He's Carlton, so everybody feel like they can diss Carlton. That's just how I go, man. You know, he's Carlton. You know, he just doesn't he don't get that love, man. Everybody just gonna hate. That's just what it's gonna be. What, Cam to throw the game? No, Cam didn't throw the game. The thing that happened was they allowed the Denver Broncos to hit Cam Newton late. And later down the game, Cam was like so flustered and like he was mentally out of it because he was getting hit late. He was getting hit after the whistle. There was helmet to helmet damn near every play. And his receiver who caught the ball, they overturned that play, which they shouldn't have. They let the defense of the Broncos just tee off on Cam any kind of way they wanted to. So that's what happened. Like Cam ain't throw that game. They just let the defense go extra hard on Cam. They did it the next year. The next year when they played opening game, they let the defense tee off on Cam because Cam walked out of that press conference. And that's when they were pissed off because they wanted Cam to sit there and take it. Yeah, he was supposed to win, but he choked. No, that wasn't it. Peyton Manning just choked, bro. like Peyton Manning just choked. He didn't throw it because his dad was in New Orleans. No, Peyton was supposed to win his second Super Bowl. But he choked. That's all that happened. No one forced Russell to throw to Malcolm. Russell didn't throw to Malcolm Butler. What are you talking about? Listen, they ran a slant. That's a hot read because there's no safeties. Your safeties weren't in the middle of the end zone. Russ threw the ball to the spot. Malcolm Butler beat the guy there. That was the receiver's fault. That wasn't on Russ. Malcolm Butler just made a great play. That's it. Russ didn't throw it exactly to Malcolm Butler. Yeah, I mean, that's what I'm saying. Like Kelsey Mitchell had the record for a while. CC came and beat it, but she lost. She lost in the championship game. So it's like, why are we overhyping this chick? We should be talking about Angel Reese. We should be talking about Camilla. We should be talking about Rakia. We should be talking about, before Brink got hurt, we should have been talking about her. We should have been talking about Peely and all of them. Nikki Moore and them. But no, they want to talk about this plain Jane ass white girl. It's like, okay. Again, Russ did not throw it to Malcolm Butler. No, I got the sky hook. I got the sky hook over the dream shake. Yeah, if Tony Dungy still was there, yeah, they would have beat the Saints. But they probably would have lost because Peyton's just a choke artist. Yeah, they knew that. I mean, they knew that. Yeah, he messed it up. That's true too, Leo. Dog, Brady was not supposed to come back from no damn 28-3. The Atlanta Falcons choked. Look at Kyle Shanahan. Let's look at last year, right? They played the Chiefs. They had a chance to win. What'd he do? He wanted to throw the ball. He wanted Brock Purdy to try to be the MVP, right? That's how they lost. Every Super Bowl they've lost has been because of Kyle Shanahan. It's been because of Kyle Shanahan. Oh, well, the Bears would have won that Super Bowl. The Bears should have stuck with Rex Grossman. What messed the Bears up was Rex Grossman had those two good playoff games, and they fell in love with that fool's gold. Got to the Super Bowl, turned right back into turnover Grossman. Love it. Turnover Grossman. Those sorry ass Gators. I love when they fail. Yeah, they were hitting Cam late. The Panthers had no business losing to the Broncos. They lost because they kept hitting Cam late, and then his receivers, they weren't doing nothing. They weren't getting open. Then they couldn't run the ball. Yeah, it was a good game. Yeah, he did. He got him down to the 1 yard line. Dog, Pete Carroll cost the Seahawks the Super Bowl. It wasn't Russ. Everybody wants to blame Russ. It wasn't Russ's fault. It was Pete Carroll. Pete Carroll, the one who didn't get a ball to Marshawn Lynch. He the one who made Russell get out of it. I understood what he did, but the problem is that the play didn't work. So instead of you owning up to changing the play, you put it all on Russell Wilson. Crazy. Oh, of course, we know that, Jonathan. We know that because CC a part of the problem. We know what it is. Yep. What's up, Bear? Yep, been choked. Yeah, Denver defense did win. What's up, T Hub? Bruh, they didn't follow no script. I keep telling you what happened. They ran a zero coverage. They brought the blitzers to the A gap. They spread their ends out. They packed the line, expecting it to go to Marshawn Lynch. Pete Carroll and them, or the offensive coordinator, told him to switch the play, go to fire, whatever their audible is. Some call it fire, some call it Ringo, some call it stretch, X, or whatever. They went to that play. He was going to go outside first. Guy wasn't open. Then he went to the slant. The guy came open, but Malcolm Butler beat him to the spot where the ball was at. The receiver was the one at fault, because if the receiver would have stayed in front of Malcolm Butler, the Seahawks win that game. That's what I'm trying to tell people. Like, either or, they could have won the game, but the receiver let Malcolm Butler jump him. He let him get the inside leverage. Man, I would have let Joe Flacco go. I'd have been like, "Oh, Joe, you want some money? Peace, man." Joe Flacco was so terrible. He's another overrated quarterback. Him and Eli Manning, two overrated chumps who won because their supporting cast carried them, not because of them. But they're white, so they're right. Yeah, they could have ran the ball. I mean, look, I'm just trying to say, like, the person who lost them that game was Pete Carroll. And nobody blamed Pete Carroll. Everybody blamed Russell Wilson. It's like, all right, choke both of them. I agree, Leo. You're right. Because Kyle Shanahan don't know how to play. Kyle Shanahan doesn't know how to play situational football. He's one of the worst coaches when it comes to situational football. Yeah, I agree. I agree, but Pete Carroll and the offensive coordinator at the time wanted Russell to win the game, and they lost. Yeah, Malcolm Butler just punked the receiver. Like, the receiver had him beat. Malcolm Butler just beat him to the spot and punked him for the ball. Yep, they did. But it's funny, during practice all that week, Malcolm Butler was getting scored on on that play. That's what's crazy. Bro, college football is rigged too. What you mean? How did Alabama get in over an undefeated Florida State team? Oh, well, Florida State lost his quarterback. Then why would Alabama go? Why didn't nobody else go? Alabama lost down the stretch. Make it make sense. Yep, more money, more tuna fish. Oh yeah, that's Marvin Harrison Jr. That's little Marvin Harrison, Devontae Smith. No, Pete Carroll screwed them over. Wasn't that dog? Pete Carroll screwed them over. All Pete Carroll had to do was let Marshawn run the ball. Don't audible, just let him run the ball. Yep, he does. That's not my man's. I am not a Dolphins guy. That's my goddad team. So, I mean, that's what they wanted to do. 27 straight threes, bruh. They could have beat Golden State and James Harden shot them out of the game. Crazy. Yeah, I remember it too, because all of us was pissed off down here. Oh, of course. A black coach loses their job. Of course they do. Steve Wilkes, it wasn't his fault. The person who kept messing up was Nick Bosa. Nick Bosa had CBR. He had cutback boot reverse, or he had outside containment. He kept diving into the pile into where the running back was going. All Mahomes did was take the ball and run outside and get a first down and more. Nick Bosa lost them that Super Bowl because of his idiocy on playing outside contain. He has outside leverage, outside contain. He lets Mahomes get outside and Mahomes just run for a first down. He's stupid. Yeah, the game was fine. The problem is Pete Carroll choked the game, Leo. Pete Carroll and the offensive coordinator cost the Seahawks the game. Not Russell Wilson, not Marshawn Lynch. Nobody cheated for the Patriots. Seahawks lost that game. That's all. Yep, exactly. Brandon Browner was a key pickup. And guess who he used to play for? The Seattle Seahawks. The Seahawks should have kept Browner, but they didn't want to pay that extra money. Yeah, because Peyton Manning is terrible. Overrated. Yeah, no KD on the floor and still lost. Terrible. Jordan Love got his extension. Yeah, Jordan Love's the next one. If Matt LaFleur don't mess it up, but I just don't trust his coach. I don't trust Matt LaFleur. Matt LaFleur remind me of Sean Payton. He got to prove to everybody he's the smartest person in the room. Just got to. Yep, 3 to tie law. Oh, yeah, Payton did have a new arm. I agree. Exactly. Stats are for losers. I'm coaching to win. Exactly. Yep. This was wrong with that analytics. I agree. Brandon Browner took Jerome Curse. That was first rush option. Yep. And he panicked. Yep, Trey. Exactly. Facts, HD. They tried to blame it on Chase Young to hurt his back, but he was playing the playoffs with a bad neck. Yet he was the defensive scapegoat. Boss dropped the bat. Dog, Bosa cost them that whole game. Chase Young was fine. The problem was Bosa kept running into the damn running back instead of playing out. When you're running an option, okay? When you're running an option, let me show you guys. When you're running an option, the quarterback's gonna fake it. Hold on. Let me see if I could put this up. Oh snap. Okay. My bad, y'all. Hold on. Okay. Hold on, guys. Okay. There we go. Now, can y'all see me? Let me know if y'all can see me. Now, Patrick Mahomes would do this. He gets the ball. He fakes to Pacheco, right? As a defensive player that's on the outside edge or at the end of the line of scrimmage, it sometimes is the weak side end or the strong side end, or it's the sandbacker, or it's the outside backer, left outside. It depends. In this new system, he would be the outside guy because they only run 2 linebackers, sometimes 1. They run a lot of sub. So when Patrick Mahomes went like this to Pacheco, the DN is supposed to scan. I'm looking. But at the same time, I'm keeping my knees bent. My knees are bent, and I'm scanning. As soon as if Patrick Mahomes takes the ball back, I'm putting my mask into his chest and putting him to the ground. That was back in the day. But today, you grab him and put him on the ground. But if he decides at the last minute to hand it to the running back, that's fine. Because now your inside backer, which is Fred Warner, or it was the other guy, but he got hurt. But you got Fred Warner. Fred Warner and the tackle in the end are going to contain that running back, compress the hole, and make either a no gain or a loss. Bosa kept falling for the play, for the option. He kept falling for the option, and the QB would just keep it and run up the seam. That's what the problem was. I showed everybody that. If y'all go back to my video I made, go look it up. It's on the Super Bowl. It was the Super Bowl recap. I explained all of y'all what happened in the Super Bowl. And I told y'all Patrick Mahomes really didn't play that good. It was mainly the defense messing up. When you said, imagine if Jordan Love was a 49er. Oh, if he was a 49er, they win that Super Bowl. Dog, if Jordan Love was the quarterback over Purdy, the Niners would have won. He said, all I have is Super Bowl memories. I don't think the Patriots going to be that bad this year. Nick Bosa kept missing tackles, especially on the Chiefs' final drive. All the Niners had to do was stop Mahomes on the 4th down, and we win the Super Bowl. Yep. That's it. No, Joe Flacco is not a Hall of Famer. Who do I like better, Love or Stroud? I like both of them. I can't choose between them. They're both good to me. They both do different things. Stroud is a little more athletic, and probably Jordan Love, his arm is a little better. Like the deep ball, he could throw the deep ball a little better, but they're about the same. I love both of them. I can't choose. I'm a fan of both of them. Oh, bet. They do. Yep, covering is more important than winning. Yep. Yeah, Greenlaw, that was his name. Thanks, Phil. Yeah, Lamar's going to be a Hall of Famer, but I would like to see him get that ring. I agree, Leo. But Flacco, no, he's not a Hall of Famer. Yeah, Bosa played upfield too much. He kept going for the pitch, the fake handoff, and would let Mahomes just run outside of him. It was, what are you doing? Like, that's basic football. Yep. Yeah, they lost Greenlaw. That did mess them up. That hurt them a lot. When Greenlaw got hurt, that messed him up. Yep, dumbass Bosa kept diving in there. You never dive in there. You do what you're supposed to do. Yep, Felton Moore said it. As an outside linebacker, we are taught to shuffle your feet for outside containment. Don't peek too early. Shuffle in a squatting position. Yep. Why is the reason Shannon and McCaffrey's sons are together? I know the dads won a Super Bowl, but how come the sons can win one together? What you mean, Lorenzo? Shannon and McCaffrey's son are together. What you mean? They play on the same team? Oh man, Belichick would have benched Bosa. Leo, no. Belichick would have benched Bosa. Bosa would have got benched. Bosa would have got benched. Bosa would have got benched. That's it. You're only supposed to play 2 or 3 yards behind the line of scrimmage if you're on the D line. That's it. And he kept messing up. It was like, what are we doing? No, it wasn't mentally the defense was out of the game. It's just that they don't know how to handle pressure. They suck under pressure. Steve Wilkes put all of them in perfect position. They just didn't read their keys and they didn't do their jobs. The defense, it was them. It was the players' fault. So I don't know what people are talking about. It's like, bruh, Bosa cost them that Super Bowl. Steve Wilkes called the right defense. But if you don't convert the defense and don't play your position or play your keys or do your reads, like, look, if I'm a cornerback and we're playing 4 coverage or we're playing 3 coverage, I'm reading 1, 2 to 3. This is 1 in front of me. 2 is whoever come this way. 3 is right there. Now, if 1 decides to cut across my face, I'm going to let him go and I'm going to pick up the new number 1, which is the running back or the wide receiver going to the flat. That's how you read. Like, you're reading your numbers. The linebackers, when we're inside, we read 3, 2 to 1. What is 3? 3 is your running back. That's your 3. 2 is either the tight end or it's the slot receiver, which we call it a Y, or we may call it the U. Outside, you got the Z, or you might have the X. So it goes 3, 2, 1. The outside linebacker is reading 2, 1 to 3. It's simple football. And the 49ers cost themselves the game because they didn't go with their reads. They read it wrong and they were out of position because they were stupid. That's why. Yeah, Warner was pissed off. Yeah, overshooting his blitzes through the whole game. Are the Cowboys trying to rebuild? Are the Cowboys trying to rebuild? No, the Cowboys are trying to sabotage Dak so they either could bring him back for a lower price or they're going to release him. And they're going to go with Trey Lance. Yeah, Belichick did, but Leo, Belichick would still bench you. He would bring you back later, but he would bench you if you kept messing up. Dog, basic football 101, Phil. It's like, what? You don't need to read the playbook to know that. Sino, what's up, Sino? Appreciate it. Yep, Juice Head Boza for sure. Juice Head. Shout out to Sino. Make sure y'all go to his page, Carcino, One Crack. Screen Fiend, and the Patreon. He killing all of it. He got the game in the chokehold. He said, I'm not watching a single 49ers game next season. I got PTSD from 2 blown Super Bowls from 28-3. I'll just watch Lamar and the Ravens or the Kansas City referee. They sure are the Kansas City referees. I agree. Yep, he would, Leo. I agree. Yeah, Ed McCaffrey is Christian McCaffrey father. Mike Shanahan's Kyle Shanahan father. Yep. Why can't their sons do the same? Well, because Kyle Shanahan didn't adopt Mike Shanahan's Mike Shanahan wasn't clutch either. The only reason Mike Shanahan won was because Terrell Davis is the reason they won. Christian McCaffrey is good, but he's not Terrell Davis. They had 2 other backs. He should have went to them to milk the clock, but Kyle Shanahan too busy, wants to throw the ball. That's all he wanted to do. I don't know. Listen, I think San Francisco take a step back this year. I think the Rams and Cardinals are going to give them trouble this year. Dallas ain't Pete. They just got a dumbass owner who keeps staying in the way. It crushed their defense, but they still could have won without Greenlaw. They lost because Nick Bosa dumbass is on the, he on the stuff. Yeah, I can see the Lions making it back. Yep, Purdy is overrated and KC fall this year. I hope they do, but 0 holding calls. 0 holding calls. And then Lamar's offensive coordinator took the money under the table. Look, listen. Lamar's offensive coordinator took the money under the table. And I told Ravens that that defensive coordinator they had was overrated. He's going to go to the Seattle Seahawks and he's going to F them up because he sucks as a coach. He was running that bland-ass defense. Right, Leo, I agree. San Fran don't have Elway or TD. Yep. Exactly. They do. Both brothers overrated. The Bosa brothers are not that good. I would take the Watt brothers over the Bosas. JJ Watt was better than them, and Nick Boat and TJ Watt is better than them as well. Dog, 0 holding calls for the playoffs. Not just the Super Bowl, Damon, the playoffs. And against the Eagles that had the best D-line that year. Come on. Jason Tatum should be starting at the 4. LeBron should be at the 3. Steph should be at the 2. And KD's back. So I would put KD at the 4. KD needs to be at the 4. But the only reason I don't want KD at the 4 is KD's older and he's going to have to do a lot of helping on defense because LeBron can't guard shit and Embiid can't guard shit. So I rather Jason Tatum play the 4 because Jason Tatum knows how to switch. Him and Drew Holiday played with each other. So they know what each other's tendencies on defense is. They know they got an old ass dude who can't play defense. They know where the help would be at. Joel Embiid could do his little camping in the lane shit, and Jason Tatum can help on the backside or the front side. That's what they need out there. Or you could put Embiid old ass on the bench, which you can't do, and you would put Bam in there. But LeBron James and Embiid cannot be at the 4 and the 5 together. That is a disaster. They are going to get destroyed if they play Canada or they play France like that. They're going to get destroyed. Oh, of course. Ayuk and Kittle didn't get no touches because Brock Purdy is listen, Brock Purdy is a game manager. That's it. Him and Dak are the same type of player. They're game managers. They're not supers. They're not game changers. They're not guys who can carry your offense. They're not Dan Marino. They're not John Elway. Lamar Jackson can carry your offense. They can't. They're not built like that. The Chiefs O-line hasn't had one holding call in all the Super Bowls and playoffs they've been in that ain't suspicious. I'm telling you, even they did, Kyle is going to screw it up. Yep. Cars will let you down every time. They sure will, Sino. So I'm going with the Rams. I'm going with the Rams. I don't trust the Niners. Their defense is going to take a step back. They got that Brandon Staley guy who was coaching Herbert in San Diego. Now he's in San Francisco as a D coordinator. No, I don't trust them. Oh, everybody waiting for the Kansas City Chiefs to fall. We all praying for that. We all are like, please let it happen this year. Please. Probably did. Jaylen Brown understand. See, this is the thing, Leo. Jaylen Brown's not really pissed. Like, yeah, he's upset, but Jaylen Brown is upset because Grant Hill said that bullshit. He knows Grant Hill and them know why he's not on the team. It's because of Phil Knight and Travis Knight. Phil Knight and Travis Knight are the reason he's not on that team. And he knows it. He knows it. Grant Hill ain't nothing but a puppet. Grant Hill don't run nothing for the USA. I showed y'all the video of who is the directors, who runs Team USA selection, who runs the committee. I told y'all who run it. So it's not Don Staley for the women. It's not Grant Hill for the men. They got a whole committee of people, a board, who decides this stuff. And then Phil Knight and Travis Knight, they got influence because they own 97% of Nike. I just showed you all this stuff. They basically control who can come on and who can't come on. That's what they did. That's what they did. Jaylen, you can't play because you was helping Kyrie out. You blasted us over Kyrie, so you can't come. Kyrie, you can't come because you retweeted something, which I don't know. I still am baffled at how you're suspended for retweeting something that had nothing to do with like bad things about the Jews. All it did was just tell the truth about our history. So I don't get it. Oh man, I'm so tired of Taylor Swift. Purdy is very average. Very average. Yep, exactly, Phil G. The same thing Dak does. Dak throws to who Jerry Jones tell him to throw to. Holiday, Steph, KD, AD, and Bam. I would go with that lineup. I would take AD out and put Tatum in there because Tatum plays better defense. What's up, Lee Diggy? Make sure y'all go subscribe to Leaf Diggy's page and Fulan Speak Sports and Carcino for Life, all of his platforms and his on Patreon. His VIP, I believe, is either 25 or 30 a month. Think 25. So make sure y'all do that. Make sure y'all go to Timo TV as well. How far you think the Jets are going? The Jets? The Jets? Look, I don't trust Aaron Rodgers. I still think the Dolphins might get all y'all in that division. We'll see, though. The Dolphins' problem is against teams with winning records. Tuna fish can't do well in big games. So the Jets, y'all could win it if Aaron Rodgers manages the game. The Jets could go to the Super Bowl. But I know he's not going to do it because his ego won't allow him to do it. He got to put up his yards and his stats. You know it, baby. You know what Aaron Rodgers going to do. Yeah, the Niners are going to fail you. Justin Herbert and them going to make the playoffs, probably. He got Jim Harbaugh. Jim Harbaugh's going to run the ball more this year. Justin Herbert's going to learn how to manage the game. He's going to manage the game this year. No, Purdy's not a bum. He's a game manager, Timo. I mean, him and Dak don't suck. Everybody say him and Dak suck. No, they're just game managers. That's all they are. They're game managers. They're not game changers. They're not going to carry your team. They're just not. 10 wins. We'll see. I think the Raiders might get them this year. Oh, man, yeah, they get offended by it. They get offended by this because they want this kid to be Joe Montana so bad, but he's not. Joe Montana was a game manager. But see, Joe Montana knew how to make plays. He was clutch. Yeah, Jalen had a great playoffs, man. Shout out to Jalen. But again, guys, back to the original question. Who can Caitlin Clark replace on the USA women's team? Who can she replace? That's all I want to know. Who's she going to replace? Who's she going to replace? Like, who's she going to replace? I agree. Nope. No, they shouldn't have. But who is she going to replace? You got the point guard, you got the best woman player in the world, and you got the second best woman player in the world. Who is she going to replace on this team? I agree, Chess Ready. Yeah, he was. He said replace LeBron James. I would love to see that. Man. Would have been great for ratings. But the Olympics make ratings all the time. So what are we talking about? Why would she have been great for ratings? The Olympics don't need ratings. The Olympics is trying to win a game. What are you talking about, Leo? The world watching the Olympics. They don't need her. Leo, man, come on. Don't fall for that. She can't even replace the equipment manager. Damn, not even the equipment manager? Timo laughing. Look, man, if she replaced LeBron James, I'll be on the floor crying, laughing. No one is worrying about ratings. The whole damn world is watching. That's what I'm saying. It's like the whole world is watching. So so I argued with this person the other day. This person came to my page and he basically said that Caitlin Clark was better than Aaliyah Boston. He said that she's by far probably the best or one of the best players out there, right? So I'm like, what are we talking about? Who's she gonna replace? Yep, managed the game in the Super Bowl. Yep, Sideshow Clark. Right. Jaylen Brown should replace LeBron. Of course he should. She got exposed in the All-Star game. She couldn't even put up double digits against Plum and Taurasi. You had Plum, Taurasi, and Sabrina on you, and you couldn't put up double digits? That's a lie. Chelsea Gray does not suck this year, sir. And CC has stats. Okay. If she has the stats, then, sir, let me ask you this. Why is she leading in turnovers? Why is her field goal percentage low? Why is her three-point percentage is low? Why is she the worst defender out there by defensive rating? Again, nobody's hating. There's nobody CC can replace on this team, bro. Sabrina's better than her. Kelsey Plum's better than her. Diana Taurasi at 42 is better than her. You got a 42. No, she's not, Leo. Not in the world. CC is not more known across seas than Asia or any of them. So try again, Leo. We're not talking about America, Leo. We're talking about the world. We're talking about the world. The world knows Diana Taurasi and all these players more than CC, bro. Stop falling for the narrative. Stop falling for the narrative, sir. Because you know why, Leo? The women go overseas when the WNBA stops so they can get some more money. So that's another lie they told you. Yep, track and field is always going to be the biggest in the Olympics. I agree. CC being on the Olympics is not going to move the needle against that. I agree. CC is a very one-dimensional. She only plays to make highlights. We need to put her in a brown shirt just like the start of your My Player career. Right, I like that. You talking about Kaiser? Right, like Danny Ainge. Just meant USA. Whatever. Oh man, I would put Draymond over LeBron any day in the Olympics. Absolutely. Bro, you're going by percentage. You're going by percentage, sir. I'm looking at the games. CC is terrible at shooting. She's terrible on defense. Lloyd is better than her. DT's better than her. And Gray is better than her. She is not better than them. She is not replacing nobody. That's why her white ass is at home, doing what she does best, crying with her punk ass fans like you. Yeah, like why wasn't she in the 3-point contest? If she's such a great 3-point shooter, why wasn't she in the 3-point contest? I thought she was tired. I thought she was tired. Look at the attendance today. What do you mean attendance today? It was them against China. We don't go by no damn attendance. What are you talking about? It's the Olympics, stupid. Nobody's going by no attendance. What are you talking about? CC's known worldwide to who? CC's known by white people in America. She ain't nothing but another white girl being pampered by the media. What's up, T? She would go hard if she was on the Flint Tropics. She would. Oh, you got done seeing Deadpool? Did you like it? Did you like the movie, T? I agree to that too. Right, hasn't won no championships, ain't won no title, but yet she trying to be pushed up here as the greatest thing since sliced bread. He said, don't spoil it. Man, go see it, Damon. You taking all day. He said, I got you, D Mills. Yeah, she ain't want that smoke. She ain't want to do the 3-point contest because she knows she would have lost. Everybody would have been like, oh man, dang. She would have had a negative response to it. She's scared. Miss Duck the Smoke. They were Bill Russell and Chamberlain. They were triathlon athletes. I already know, Leo. They were. Yep. Yep. Off the hook. Yeah, she need to be on the Iowa Globetrotters. 27 in Spain and China. Oh, don't bring Angel Reese in this. We talking about your bum CC. They are growing the game, sir. They are growing the game. The WNBA is growing the game, sir. The Las Vegas Aces sold out their tickets. Chicago sold theirs. And your little Indiana sold theirs. Teams, of course, Seattle selling out theirs. It's not just CC, dude. It's not just CC. And that's the World Games, sir. What are you talking about? The World Games isn't going off of attendance, stupid. Everybody around the world is going to watch. They were watching the damn women's basketball since the 80s overseas. What are you talking about? Like I said, CC wasn't going to replace nobody on the team, bruh. Just live with it. Just live with it. I know you mad. I know you mad, but it's cool. Live with it. Right, putting her in all these Gatorade commercials and she ain't win nothing. Patrick Mahomes is a game manager too. Who said Patrick Mahomes is a game manager? Patrick Mahomes has just had bad playoffs. He hasn't had a real good playoffs. The only playoff game he did good in was the Bills game. And then I think he had a decent game against the Bengals, but Patrick Mahomes not a game manager. He's a game changer. But Patrick Mahomes is a backyard football quarterback. He can't play in any system. He's not a good system quarterback. Yeah, the Giants do need a QB. That's what I'm saying. She ain't even get in the 3-point contest. But her fans want to say she's the greatest shooter of all time. But she didn't want to get in the 3-point contest. Come on. What are we doing? Yeah, it make more sense, but I think it's lazy. Of course, haha, love. We know that. The game was growing for years. So it's like they just brought that bullshit in because they want to glaze this white girl. They found a white girl who can actually play some basketball, and they're trying to make her the greatest. They tried to go with Paige Beckers, but Paige Beckers did that SB speech that messed her up. So now they're over there with Cece. We already know what it is. We know, we've seen this before. We've seen the Rocky Balboa story. Cece is Rocky Balboa. Except she didn't win. She lost. And they screwed everybody to help her get to the championship. And she still lost twice. It was Rocky Balboa 1, Rocky Balboa 2. Then she got knocked out by Mr. T. She's a career choker. Yeah, Patrick Mahomes has been good. He hasn't been that good. He ain't been good the last 3 seasons. He hasn't. Patrick Mahomes has been very mid or below. I mean, he does. I mean, I don't know if he does. Peyton Manning, Tom Brady has more game winners than anybody in history. Tom Brady's a better quarterback than Patrick Mahomes. Patrick Mahomes is a backyard football player. He's another Fran Tarkenton. That's all he is. Yeah, talking about mental health. Her mental health, but she played in the All-Star game. She said she was tired, but she played in the All-Star game. What does that tell you? Yeah, the last 3 seasons, Mahomes been terrible. No, Sabrina don't get no pass either. Sabrina should have been in the 3-point contest. She don't get no pass. Yep, 0-2 versus Brady in the playoffs. Yep. A below average season. She's having a good season for a rookie, Israel. What are you talking about? My thing is, she is not as good as the players on the USA team, sir. And she runs from the smoke. She chokes. She chokes down the stretch. She lose chips all the time. Cheddar Bob off 8 Mile. Might be. Right, exactly. CC's a rookie and she'll get better, but she's not a generational talent. She's going to be a Steve Nash. CC going to be a Steve Nash. She's going to take home 2 MVPs, might win a championship. Depends on how she plays. No, Paige is better. Paige is a lot better than CC. Way better. Way better. And she didn't win in Connecticut is because South Carolina was in the way. At all. At all. She ain't want no smoke at all. Las Vegas Aces games already sold out. That's what I'm saying. That's what I'm saying, DeAndre. Like, hey, but let these CC fans tell it. Let them live in their delusional world. Yeah, she do. She need to go talk to Katie Smith. I agree. He said, leave my page out of this. She's better than CC. Yep. Right. She's not even strong enough to score willingly. Yeah, for real. Bro, are you kidding me? Did you watch the game? Dude, if it wasn't for Gray doing what she does, we would have never took the lead like we did. We wouldn't have extended the lead. I don't need Gray to score 7 points. I don't need her to score 13, 15, or 20. See, when you play basketball, you don't need her to score. When she started passing, backing down the other team and scoring in the paint, the game took off, sir. It's not about stats. It's about facts. It's about watching the game. You didn't watch the game. You look at stat lines. That's why you CC fans are idiots and y'all will never understand the game. Yep, exactly. CC and Nash. Yep. He said, call it a splash sister. Right. Oh, of course they do, Leo. We know. Aces is selling 10,000. CC's only 20,000. There's levels to this. 20,000 in Indiana. I mean, there's nothing to do in Indiana, so she should sell out Indiana. So you are happy that your team is selling out, but you're not calling out her terrible play, her turnovers, her lack of defense. Everybody else is selling out, bro. What are you talking about? Oh, I know they did. I know they did. I already know. Who says CC can't pass? I just said CC is another Steve Nash. I didn't say she couldn't pass. I'm saying Chelsea Gray is better at passing, better at scoring, better at defending, better at leading a team. That's the difference. Oh, of course. No, she's not Larry. She's Steve Nash. Not true. Our last home Aces game was 19K and we won the game. Look, man, I'm not listening to Israel. Israel putting up these weak fake stats. He's putting up these fake attendance numbers from his CC pages. I done seen all the CC fan pages putting up this fake stuff. We know. CC not the only one that's selling nothing out. Oh, exactly. The Houston Comets, they would be the best women's team. Yeah. The 90s, awesome. Oh, yeah, the NBA know they can frustrate CC. Oh, of course. Israel, I don't care if you agree or not. Chelsea Gray is the better point guard this year, last year, year before last, in her prime, when she was younger. She's a way far superior player than CC. CC is supposed to be the greatest shooter, and she's struggling. She's struggling at shooting, but she's supposed to be the greatest. She's so bad at shooting, they got to big up her passing now. We got to talk about her passing because her shooting is shit. So we got to talk about her passing. Talk about her passing. Yeah. She's a great passer. Yeah. Y'all been bragging about this girl shooting. Her shooting been terrible. Now y'all like, look at her passing. She can pass. She can pass. Oh my goodness. No, she's not, DeAndre. She's in the minus. Yep, they did. Name a rookie that shot well. We not talking about no other rookie. We're talking about little Caitlin Clark. See, you just like them damn LeBron fans. Y'all always move to somebody else. No, we're talking about her. Why is the greatest shooter of all time missing? You told me, like the rest of you bum CC fans told me, she was finna just shoot the lights out. What's going on? Why she wasn't in the three-point shootout? Why she wasn't in the three-point shootout? I thought she was tired. Why did she play the All-Star game? Why did she play the All-Star game if she's tired? She always has an excuse. Always got an excuse. Right, I thought she was going to average 35 points. This is what they all said. UCC fans said she's going to average 35 points. She's going to dominate. And me and the people who actually watched her since high school told you guys that she's going to struggle at first, but she'll be okay. But you guys are the ones trying to tell me she the best since sliced bread. She's not. She's another Steve Nash. She's a solid starter. She's going to be an all-star. She's going to be an Olympian. That's it. What are you talking about? Right. They tried to put her above Steph Curry. They tried to put her above Steph Curry. I'm like, Steph Curry? They tried to say she was better than Cheryl Miller. They tried to say that she's the next, that she's Maya Moore. Boy. Yep, exactly. Facts. Facts, DeAndre Burden. That's what I'm saying, Liquid Mark. They shitted on all the WNBA players. They shitted on all the rookies, but they were saying CC was going to come in the game, shoot the lights out, average 30 a game. She ain't doing it because she's a rookie. She has to learn. She has to pay her dues. There's something called pay your dues. She has to pay it. Once she pays her dues, CC gonna be great. But right now, she's doing what a rookie supposed to do. Struggle. Shit. Yeah, Angel got a better impact. I said that before the draft. I said before the draft, Rakia was the best player, CC would be the most popular, entertaining, and Angel would be the most impactful. Everybody knew that. People who knew basketball knew that. It's like, what are we talking about? No, she not with Clutch. Hell no. CC got her own people. Israel, you said that and your fan base said that. Go talk to your fellow Caitlin Clark fans, sir. Your Caitlin Clark fan said that she was going to be averaging 30 coming into the league. She was going to dominate everybody coming into the league. That's who said it. Your dumbass and your dumbass fan base. That's who said it. We didn't say that. You did. And your fan base said it. So go talk to them. Caitlin is going to get better. Dog, Caitlin's having a good season for a rookie. She's a rookie. She's having a good season. She's having a good season. She's a rookie. But she don't deserve to be given everything. You got to earn it. She hasn't earned nothing yet. Everything is being given to her instead of her earning it. Go earn it. Stop with this LeBron James complex that you deserve everything. No, work for it. Yeah, she's scared of the three-point contest. She's scared of it. She ain't want that smoke. She ain't want that smoke in the three-point contest. She ain't want that. That's why she made up that excuse. I'm tired. I need to rest. After your fan base, listen, your fan base was out here hating on us, saying we got to grow the game. She need to be in the three-point contest. So the WNBA said, okay, this is what happened. We offered her to come to the three-point contest. She declined. Then she tried to lie about it and got caught in the bullshit. Got caught in the bullshit. That's what happened. Refute that, CC fans. Refute that. Because she was invited. Oh, already, hey, listen, ha love. I already know. This is just a flash in the pan. By next year, the year after next, everybody gonna be on the Juju or the page. They're gonna forget about CC. The only people who gonna remember her is her stupid fans and those that are in Indiana and Iowa. Yeah, but she don't have to have athleticism. She don't have to have athleticism. What CC has to learn is how to play off the ball. She has to not dominate the ball 90% of the time. If she plays like coming off of screens, catching and shooting, learn how to control the pace of the game, she'll be Steve Nash. Steve Nash wasn't a sorry player. Steve Nash was a solid player, Hall of Fame player. He was. But Steve Nash wasn't trash. So I don't know why people getting mad because I say she's Steve Nash. She's Steve Nash. She's not Steph Curry. Sabrina Ionescu is Steph Curry. If you want to compare somebody to Steph in the WNBA, that's Steph. But CC ain't no damn Steph. She's Steve Nash all day. Nigga, you don't know basketball either. You a part of them too. So go chill with your CC fan base. Y'all, all of y'all dumb. Y'all all dumb, bro. I'm calling you dumb too. You dumb, and so is our fan base. Y'all all together dumb. Cause your takes are stupid as hell, bro. I ain't even gonna hold you. And if you was in my face, I would tell you the same thing. Your takes are trash. Trash. Shit. Of course, they didn't know DeAndre. Angel Reese moved to the power forward position because she grew. She was like 5'9" or 5'10". Then she grew to 6 feet. Then she went to 6'1". Then she grew to 6'3". She was a point guard. She was the second best point guard behind Paige Beckers. But she grew. That's why she didn't play point guard no more. Shit. Exactly, DeAndre. She exposed it. You saw Jason Sudeikis trying to give a dap in the huddle. She was like, I don't F with you. Right. This ain't the Big Ten no more. The Big Ten was weak the past 2-3 years. They were weak. That's how she was going off because they ain't play no defense in the Big Ten. Big Ten ain't been shit in women's for a while. So what are you talking about? Exactly, Leo. She should not have declined the three-point contest. Her and Sabrina should have done the three-point contest. Both of them should have did it. They both on my shit list. Yeah, I know. She could dunk all that. And then she broke her foot and got rods put in her foot. Still balling. Broken foot. Broken foot. Still balling. Still balling. Broken foot. She is. Listen, if CC learned how to add that to her game, CC will be unstoppable. If she learns how to not just dominate the ball, learn how to play in a system, come off screens and stuff, man, CC will be a beast. Yep, and Sabrina can lead a team. I agree. Man, I don't care what that nigga is. That nigga don't know shit about basketball. He don't know shit. Just like all the CC fans who come trolling over here. This is for all the CC fans. Y'all don't know shit about basketball. All y'all keep telling me is about attendance. Like there's no other team selling out crowds. Like there's nobody else being watched. What are y'all talking about? Like nobody want to hear that shit. I'm talking about basketball. What this chick doing on the court? Shit. You trying to tell me nobody know the Olympic women? Dude, everybody know the USA women. What are you talking about? They played overseas for years. Actually overseas, what if they actually opened their network up and actually let people overseas watch, they would get more viewership than just here in the States. But the WNBA is like the NBA. They stupid. Bro, I watched the Fever game. Hold on. I don't watch the Fever game. Let me debunk that right now. Let's go here. We're going to library. We're going to library. We're going to scroll down. We're going to scroll down. We're finna go. I'm finna show you something. I don't watch Fever game. I don't watch Fever game, but I know all of your goddamn players on the Fever. Oh, let's look at this. Fever versus Wings. Watched. Fever versus Minnesota. Watched. Mercury Fever. Watched. Mystics. Watched. New York. Watched. Aces. Watched. Mercury. Watched. Sky. Watched. Dream. Watched. Go to bed. Go to bed. Let me show you again, sir. Since you say I don't watch no Fever games, look, watched, 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 and I'm watching this game again. Watched, 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 and I'm watching this game again. Watched, watched. Hold on. Let me show y'all again. I'm gonna do this again. Remix. Watch, 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 watch. Watching this again. Watch, 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 watch. Watching this again. Watch, watch. Watching this again. This was locked, but I saw that on my homeboy's app. Watched, watched, watched. Watching this again. That's how you put trolls to bed. Oh yeah, they just like Bron fans. They always bring up off the court and made up records all the time. Facts. He is, Cheyenne. He is. Dang. Told, yeah. They try to say CC lead all-star to a victory. Right. Gray, Angel, Enrique pulled that off. Yep. They didn't know who these women were. They found out that night. Exactly. Oh, you already know. High definition, nigga, all day. I back up when I talk, bro. Come on. I watch these games. Shut them down. Shut them down. Mic drop. Mic drop. Wop, wop, wop. Right. Stop it. Stall him out, D-boy. Stall him out. Oh, stall him out, D-bo. Stall him out. Stall him out, D-bo. Stall him out. Oh, here we go. So if you watch the games, then you should know half the threes come from pin downs and floppy actions. No, half of her shots don't come from that. She controls the ball 90% of the time. Only 10%, sir, comes from pin downs. Go to bed. Get off my chat. Weak ass CC fan. No, Mitchell don't need to be the point guard. They need to run the game through Boston. CC need to stay the point guard, but they need to run the game through Boston. Boston can set the offense up, and they need to run off screens, run pin downs, and run different plays that has CC catching and shooting from either the elbow three or the top of the key three. She's terrible from the corner three. She's mainly elbow three and top of the key three. That's her strength. I know this because I watch. I know her strengths. I know her weaknesses. Trash, dog. No, dog, he just think nobody watch, bro. Like, bro, I am a huge basketball fan. I am a nut when it comes to basketball. So what is he talking about? That's how I know he never been to my channel. My channel has been here for 3 years, and I talk ball over here. I know what I'm talking about. What the hell this nigga talking about over here? Yep, exactly. They not like us. They not like us. They not like us. They not like us. Nigga, that's a lie. You like LeBron. Stop lying. Now you hate LeBron, MJ, and Kobe. Nigga, you love LeBron. That's why you hate MJ and Kobe. Because you like LeBron. You like Caitlyn and you like LeBron. That's what you like. That's what you like. You like that bum because all he do is pad his stats, just like your girl. But CC ain't a bum. CC can actually play the game. She can actually play. What's up, my T girl? Oh man, it's bad. If you worship idols, bad business. Right, need to go to bed. Go back to what's his name? Ben Daniel podcast or charge it to the game. Go to their page. They don't talk basketball. They talk dumb shit. We talk basketball over here. Exactly. Exactly. All my subscribers are real, sir. I don't have paid subscribers over here. I got real subscribers. I put in work. I don't go fluff up my page by buying all these bots to make my page hot. No. Shit. Dude talking about I don't watch Fever games. It's like, nigga, what are you talking about? I watch Fever games because I'm a fan of Aaliyah Boston. I'm a fan of Kelsey Mitchell, who's the 4th leading scorer in college women's basketball. I know these players. I'm a fan. I am a huge fan. I'm a fan of the game. I'm not a fan of one person. You're a fan of one person. That's your problem. That's why nobody like y'all asses. Man, don't get that nigga no help. Let that nigga lay out dead. Let him lay there bleeding. She do need to be in the backcourt. Wheeler can't play. Listen, Wheeler can't play with CC because CC's not good playing off the ball. Wheeler can play better with Kelsey because Kelsey plays off the ball. You guys have to understand. Wheeler can't play with CC. CC is not a great off the ball player. One of these days she may get better. But in college, she wasn't a strong off the ball player. She wasn't. I know her game because I've seen her game since she was in high school. I know what CC is great at and what she's not great at. And her fans love to question me because they don't know that I actually watch this girl. See, don't argue with somebody who doesn't know shit about basketball and just hate CC. You're battling a person who doesn't hate CC. I am a fan of CC. I am a fan of Angel Reese. I am a fan of Rakia. I am a fan of Aaliyah Edwards. I am a fan of Cam Brink. I am a fan of Peely. I am a fan of Juju Watkins, Flaw J. Johnson, Paige Beckers. I am a fan of these women. Raven Johnson. I'm a fan. You're a fan of one person. So you will never beat a person who knows multiple styles and have watched multiple styles since he was 5 years old, stupid. Hell you talking about? You don't know shit about the game. You be watching these damn stats. You a nerd. You was a dude who was in school going to look up all the stats and shit. We was the dudes out there in the action watching and seeing what was going on and shit. Bro, all that bullshit, cuz. Phil, you know how I get down, Phil. Come on. Exactly. Facts. Right, Bron boys. These niggas Bron fans. They are. Right, stats over the W. No, he doesn't. Exactly. Look, trying to say I hate LeBron, lie. I watch basketball since '83. Another lie. You don't know the game in any sport. Another lie. You probably top 5 worst sports thinking of it. Then why are you here? Because you like my shit. That's why you here. You wouldn't be here if you ain't like my shit. He do. He hate greatness. He hate greatness. I'm greatness. I'm the epitome, the epitome of greatness. You, sir, are mediocrity. You're mediocrity, sir. Yeah, they do. When the ball goes through Boston, Smith, and Mitchell, and Caitlin is like the 4th option, the Fever are a dangerous team. They are. That's why they beat the New York Liberty. Because CC was actually controlling the pace, and Boston, Kelsey, they closed the game. That's how you win. What team I got Dak fitting on? Dak could fit on any team. Dak needs to go to a team that has a good running game. So Tennessee would be good for him. The Saints, I think the Saints would be good for him. Also, the Raiders would be good for him. I think he ought to go to the Raiders. Dak and Antonio Pierce. Antonio Pierce would help Dak with his mental. He would help Dak be better than what he was. Nigga, shut your ass up. You don't watch no damn game. Shut up. Nigga ain't watch no game. Don't make any sense, bro. Yep, exactly, my T girl. Quita loves sports. Make sure y'all go to her page. Fulan Speak Sports, go to his page. Also, go to Seth Talk Sports. They know the game. Yep, she is. Yep, Wheeler's in the Brunson with Lucas situation. Great job, Chess Ready. Exactly. Buy a TV, you need to buy a damn brain. That's what he need to buy. Do a video, Israel. I don't care. I'm not gonna watch. You don't know the game. You stupid. Go make your video. I don't care. I don't care. You can make a video. Exactly. She always looked lost without the ball in her hand. And then she does this pouting, throw her arms in the air. She walks way over here out the play. Don't set a screen. Don't do anything. Bruh, she is terrible off the ball. She needs the ball in her hand. Yep, true. You played every sport. Nigga, you ain't play no sport. Shut up. You ain't play no sport at all. Yeah, they better than CC. Juju and Paige are way better than her. Plus, they can play off the ball. Exactly. So if you play basketball, of course you're going to pick the people who can play with and without the ball in their hand. You're not going to pick a person who only plays with the ball in their hand. That's stupid. For comedy reasons. Yeah, I know you. You the comedy. You hilarious. Like for real, for real. Bro, I seen Kelsey Plum torch CC one game. She went 54% from three. Is plenty of women who are better, no lie. Yeah, Kelsey Plum's better than her. Sabrina's better than her. Diana Taurasi at 42 is better than her. At 42. It's like, what are you talking about? Yes, the women are more fundamentally sound than NBA players. Yes, Leo. Yes. Today's NBA player. Back in the day, NBA player, no. The NBA players back in the day were more fundamentally better than the women today. The women today are more fundamentally sound than men today. Man, shut up, nigga. You don't know. You ain't got a lot to kick it, Israel. You don't know nothing about Kareem, Bird, Magic, or Isaiah. You a Knicks fan since '83. Yeah, okay. Okay. Go make your little video, liar. You ain't keep it real because he's a real brother. Fulan is a real brother. When you're real and you authentic, you're going to speak the truth. Yeah, DeAndre, you see this clown? I'm going to make a video tomorrow. You are poisoning the youth. No, you're poisoning the youth because you're an idiot. Right, no wonder you don't like greatness because all them niggas been doing since 73 is choke. Exactly. He don't know greatness. Exactly. They made the NBA soft. They took away the big man. They took the big man and the fours out the game. They softened the game up so they can have more white boys in the game. That's why you got all these European players and some of these white Americans in the game more now. This is why they're pushing Cooper Flag. Cooper Flag is their next golden goose. They want him to be their next Larry Bird. They've been looking for their next Larry Bird since Larry Bird retired. They've been looking for him. They've been looking for their next Larry Bird. When did the NBA lose the fundamentals of the game? The NBA lost the fundamentals of the game back in the 2000 teens. The 2000 teens era to the 2020. They lost all their fundamentals. Finishing with the left when you're supposed to, finishing with the right, post moves, post step, pivot off a foot, move here, left, know how to throw a bounce pass with your left as well as your right. We lost it, man. The men lost it because the NBA felt like we wanted to make more money. So we're going to take away the defense. They took away the hand checking in like 2004, 2005. They took away the hand checking because they wanted to open the floor up more. Who you got winning the end of season awards? Caitlin's going to win the Rookie of the Year. Asia's going to win the MVP. Defensive Player of the Year, I think DeJounte should win it, but they're probably going to give it to the chick from Seattle, Ezzy Magabor. Think they might give it to her, but I think DeJounte should win it. DeJounte's probably going to win Most Improved. Oh man, the 80s low post wars were great. Like, that's the thing we miss. I remember watching Buddha Edwards, watching John Sally, Bill Lambier, stretch the three, also take you in the post. I love watching Pat Ewing when he came in the league. Bernard King was a dog. Dr. J, Moses Malone, when they got together, man, that was beautiful ball. Kareem Abdul-Jabbar, man, like the things he did from the 70s all the way to the end of the 80s is like legendary. Legendary. Like, he scored all them points off of a sky hook and off of a post move, off of finishing with the left. He could also fade away. See, people don't know Kareem had more than just a sky hook, but they don't teach you that because all we talk about is these bums they love to push on our TV. LeBron James, every 2 seconds, not a great player. Kobe was the player that was going to teach these kids fundamentals. He was going to bring the game back to what it was, and they killed him, allegedly. They killed him. Exactly. They stopped letting the man play defense. They keep calling fouls because the betting apps, the world went to betting. Now we bet for everything. We bet points. We bet points. Who scores the most points? Who scores the most combined points? Everything is just went to fantasy. Also fantasy as well. Fantasy football, fantasy basketball, all of this stuff has ruined the game because now you need more points so you could get more money. So now what we're going to do is we're going to take away the defense and we're going to kill the game. We're going to make everybody shoot threes instead of playing the right way so we could get more scoring up. That's what happened. Have you noticed that all the teams play the same? If you look at the teams from the 70s, from the 60s to the 80s to the 90s, everybody had a different play style. Everybody had a different play style. The Detroit Pistons, people forget, they weren't just a defensive team. They used to be the highest scoring team in the early 80s and mid 80s. With Trapuka, I believe it was. They were a high scoring team. They were one of the highest scoring teams in history. Yeah, Moses was a beast. Some people put Moses over Kareem. That's how great Moses was. Yeah, he was the best center. Best center. Kareem was raw. I liked it Akeem. But Russell and Wilt, from a lot of my older heads, they tell me that Wilt was the best center they ever seen. Like he was a cheat code. But he said, bro, teams could score, dog. The reason they didn't score like that is because the 90s were mainly defense. They basically took away the hand checking because they wanted to open the game up. The floor was too congested in the 90s. That's not the only reason why Jordan got his rings. Jordan got his rings because they brought in 4 expansion teams that weakened the East. And it weakened the Detroit Pistons. They took away key players from their team. And then Mike was able to keep his team intact. They added a guy off the bench named Cliff Livingston. They traded Oakley away and actually got a real big man. Horace Grant finally came into his own. Pippen finally came into his own, and they were able to win. Plus, they had help from a guy named Dick Ebersol. Dick Ebersol basically made the game go towards the Bulls. Then they brought in a new rule called the flagrant foul, which was the dumbest rule in the world to try to stop the Pistons from hard fouling Jordan. It wasn't because of they shortened the 3. They shortened the 3 for like 2 years because they wanted to try to get more scoring up, because the scoring was low because the 90s was just defensive predicated. It was still coming off of the 80s. What are you talking about? Idiot. Yeah, Kareem was a beast. I liked it Akeem Olajuwon. Wait a free throw. Yeah, that's true. But James Harden, they was pushing that from James Harden because it was bringing people to watch the game. Not only that, not only was it playing the game, they were able to get more points. The James Harden thing was bringing more viewers to watch the game. Plus, he was exciting to watch. But I feel what you're saying, but Golden State saved the NBA. I'm sorry. Steph Curry, Golden State, if it wasn't for their run, then adding KD to their team, NBA would have been dead. Because after Kobe went down, nobody really was messing with the NBA. Nobody really watched Bron like that. Bron was like a boring player to watch. He had no bag. He had no bag, no moves. He still don't. Yep, exactly, Steve. We do not agree, sir. I do not like you. I don't even know why you're still here. I done debunked this nigga so many times tonight. He still wanna stay. Man, he like one of my exes back in the day. Like it was like, look, can you go home already? Oh man, top 5 center. Yeah, Moses in my top 5. Well, hold on, let me see. Hold on, I got Wilt, Bill, Kareem. Yeah, he's in the top 5. Yeah, he's in my top 5 too. Yeah. Cause I got Bill. No, I got Wilt, I got Bill, I got Kareem, I got Hakeem, and then I got Moses. So yeah, he's in my top 5. I agree, Leo. They copied off of them, dog, but they copied the wrong part. Golden State could play a half court offense or they could play transition. What messed everybody up, Cheyenne, they got the wrong interpretation in their head and said, you know what we need to do? We just need to shoot threes all day. And that's all they do. They shoot threes all day because that's what they were told to do, because they saw that Golden State did it. It's like, Golden State did it. Why can't we do it? Because Golden State actually runs plays. They run sets. They run pin downs. They run off ball screens. They run weak side screens. They play a form of the triangle along with what the Spurs were doing as well. So it's like they stupid. Yeah, Golden State was the 3-point blueprint. Yeah, but the wrong blueprint. The NBA had to do something, but Israel, the NBA still was making money because Michael Jordan. They didn't care what the points were. Yeah, they wanted to have more points, but Michael Jordan in the league still was selling, because you know why? People love physicality. They love low scoring games and going back and forth. They do. Then they like some games where some players sometimes go high scoring. It was a balance. The 90s were predicated from the 80s. It was defensive oriented because the best player in the game at that time, the best team at the time, was defensive oriented. So they did everything to try to raise the scoring, but it still was selling because it was Michael Jordan. What are you talking about? Leo, the 80s was the best brand of basketball, period. I got the 80s, I got the 2000s, I got the 70s, and then I got the 90s. The top eras to me goes the 80s, the 2000s, the 70s, and then the 90s. Those were the best eras. Because you had the ABA, you had then you had the NBA coming into their own in the 80s. The 70s, you had real ball. The 90s was okay, but it was watered down to me. The 2000s, we got everything back, especially in the West. Yep, my T girl, you answered your own question. The NBA is trying to get more white American fans like baseball with how they prioritize Euro players. Yep, but they don't want to completely do baseball. They want to kind of keep it half and half. Because if they go like baseball, they know the brand's going to suck. Because you're going to have all these white boys out here, but none of them could fly and just dunk everywhere. So they're going to try to keep a balance. But yes, they are. Oh, don't nobody like the flagrant foul rule. They brought the flagrant foul in because the Pistons would foul Michael Jordan when he go to the hole. Him in the league was crying about it. Dick Ebersol brought the NBA to NBC, and he basically had them implement a rule so they don't take Michael out the air. The 90s basically was Michael Jordan's era because they put everything to fit Michael Jordan. The dismantling of the Pistons, having Magic Johnson pass the torch to Mike. Then Magic Johnson had the HIV thing, and then he retired. Bird was done by the 90s because he hurt his back fixing his mom's driveway. So the 90s was just predicated to help Michael Jordan win because he was the new face of the league. The Pistons kept stopping him. Michael was supposed to win a long time ago. He was supposed to win, but the Pistons just kept beating him. They did not expect the Pistons to be who they were. That's why the Pistons are regarded as the best team in NBA history. The 88, the 89, 89 to 90 Pistons, they're regarded as two of the best teams ever, period. Because they had a balance of defense, they had a balance of offense, and all they do is show you the Pistons fouling. They never show you the Pistons playing defense or scoring. Isaiah Thomas was probably one of the greatest scorers we've ever seen from the point guard position in history. Joe Dumars was probably one of the greatest scorers and shooters from the two guard position we've ever seen. Microwave Vinnie Johnson off the bench, probably is the best six man we've ever seen since John Havlicek. You got to do your history. Dennis Rodman was coming into his own. Because of Dennis Rodman, they were able to trade Adrian Dantley away and get Mark Aguirre from the Dallas Mavericks. I'm saying, man, look, I know my shit. I love the game of ball. I love basketball. I mean, LeBron is the face. LeBron basically was made to be the face. Kobe Bryant had the Colorado case. So LeBron was brought in. They were going to promote LeBron. They couldn't promote Tim Duncan because Tim Duncan didn't have a personality. They couldn't promote Shaq because Shaq really had no moves and he was very immature. So Kobe was the guy they wanted to push. But Kobe had that case happen. That's why they put Shaq over there with D Wade. All of that was set up. They put Shaq with D Wade. They were the new Kobe and Shaq. They gave Shaq his one ring. He was supposed to win two, but D Wade got hurt, I believe, in one of those games, and the Pistons won. Then they screwed the Pistons the following year. D Wade had like 100 damn free throw attempts. They carried the Miami Heat to a win. Then they screwed the Mavericks. That's why they gave the Mavericks a chance back in 03, not 03, but whenever they played LeBron with Miami, they gave the Mavs that back because they did screw the Mavs. That's why Mark Cuban was silent and quiet that whole year, because he knew he was going to get gifted something. All this is allegedly. All this is allegedly. YouTube allegedly. Calm down, allegedly. So LeBron is just, he's Hulk Hogan. He knows how to sell it. He knows how to sell the game. He knows how to sell being either a villain or being a hero. To Steph Curry, he was the anti-hero, bad guy. But then when he played Kevin Durant, he was the hero. Kevin Durant was the bad guy. All of this stuff is just story. Yes, Draymond Green is the most valuable piece for the Warriors. Exactly, Steve Whitaker. That's why I'm like, what is this nigga talking about? It's whatever. Whatever, Israel. No, whatever. 2000s was not the worst era. Man, shut up, dog. I'm done. This dude's an idiot. Yeah, 80s is my fave too. I don't like watching all the threes, traveling uncalled offensive fouls now. Yeah, exactly. Yes, Isaiah was a better basketball player than Michael Jordan. Yes. Isaiah was better because Isaiah can take anybody and make them better. Mike had to have a certain type of player on his team to be able to be successful. He couldn't just play with anybody. Right. The 80s had the Lakers, Celtics, Philly, Pistons. Hell, the 2000s had the Lakers, the Spurs, the Pistons, the Heat. You have 4 teams. And you telling me the 2010s were better than the 2000s? Nigga, shut your ass up. You fake ass Israelite. Yeah, Rodman was a beast. 6'7" or 6'8", snatching boards was insane. His defense and hustling. Yeah, that's my third greatest player of all time, Dennis Rodman. My third greatest player of all time. Right, 2011. Yeah, they gave that to the Mavs. Yep, storylines and narratives. Capping hard, dog. Like he really capping. This dude put the 2010s over the 2000s and the 70s. Bro, what are you talking about? If it wasn't for the 70s, we wouldn't have basketball like it is now. He was cheating in his career. They didn't like Isaiah Thomas because Isaiah Thomas walked off the court. He walked off the court. They got mad about that. They got real mad. That's what happened. Check, check. So that's what happened. He was cheated because Isaiah Thomas didn't play ball like that. Isaiah Thomas basically was the reason Mike couldn't win early on. And the NBA got mad at that. The NBA got mad at that. So the NBA punished him by keeping him off the dream team. It wasn't a Michael Jordan decision. Michael Jordan loves to come on and say, oh, well, it's because of me he went on the team. Shut your lying ass up. I can't stand Michael. Listen, I don't like Michael Jordan. I don't like him. I can't stand that prick. But he was not the reason Isaiah wasn't on the team. Isaiah wasn't on the team because he walked off the court and didn't shake his hand. That's all. If Isaiah would have shook his hand, he would have been on the dream team. Yeah, I agree. Ha ha, love. Absolutely agree. Timo, they could have. Because you know why? The Pistons play this brand of basketball. They're just like the Golden State Warriors. The only difference is they run the offense through Isaiah instead of through Steph. Draymond Green's the point. Isaiah was the point. Isaiah could play off the ball and he could play with the ball. And Isaiah would say, if he was hot from the three or from the field, Joe's going to run the point. Joe could run the point too. People didn't know that. Joe could run the point as well. Bill Laimbeer had one of the highest IQs. That's why when he coached in the WNBA, the Detroit Shock won damn near every year. Because you know why? Bill Laimbeer knew basketball. He brought that grit. He brought that toughness. He brought the schemes to the game that the Pistons ran. That's why the Detroit Shock were beating everybody. Swin Cash was like your Isaiah Thomas. Cheryl Ford, she was like your Bill Laimbeer / Rick Mahorn. Bruh, it don't matter. The names, faces change, but the schemes and schematics and the style of play stays the same. Oh man, Mike was a bully. Mike knew who to bully. Well, it wasn't Bird. Okay. It wasn't just Bird and the Celtics. The 76ers were the first team. It was a long line. But the Sixers, Dr. J and them walked off the court. They walked off the court against the Celtics. The Celtics did the same thing to the Pistons. The Pistons did the same thing to the Bulls. But what people didn't know, later on, those teams would probably go say what up to each other later in the locker room. The NBA made a big deal of it because Erbasol was the head guy over everything. He was over the networks. And David Stern, dumbass, let him talk him into not letting Isaiah on that team, which was stupid. Isaiah should have been on that damn team. Mm. 2000s had Kings, Portland, Suns, Mavs. Steve, I don't know what that dude talking about. That dude a lame. I don't even like dude. He say he gonna make a video tomorrow. Go make it. Because you don't know what you're talking about. The 2000s was way better than the 90s. Way better than the 90s. The 90s was not touching the 2000s. Yeah, my T girl, you're right. Tweety Nolan. I forgot about Tweety. Thank you, my T girl. See, I be forgetting. But it comes back. But yeah, Tweety Nolan, yeah, that was like Isaiah. They didn't play to be friends in the 80s and 90s. They ain't play to be friends in the 2000s. That shit didn't start until this LeBron crap. When he started going to join the damn Heat. When he joined the Heat, that ruined everything. Everybody talk about the Boston Celtics. No, they were at the end of their career. LeBron was in his prime when it got Bosh and Wade and they played. It was supposed to be Carmelo first, but Carmelo was like, man, I ain't taking no less deal. I got to get my money. But yeah, I'm about to get up out of here, guys. It was fun talking to you guys. Make sure you like, comment, subscribe. 2000s NBA was prison ball. Man, I loved it. 2000s NBA was great. It was grit. I loved it. But yeah, make sure you like, comment, subscribe, share this. Hit the notification bell to select all to receive upcoming notifications. If y'all like what you hear, you can donate to the page. Go to the description box, hit that link to the Cash App. You could donate whatever your heart's desire. You could donate to Zelle. Also, you guys can super chat when we're live or premiere, or you can leave a super thanks. You guys can also get the merchandise. We got merch. It's the Welcome to HDiiTV. You guys can buy it. It's a shirt, jeans, hat. Just press that link and you can order some. Also, we're having the fantasy football. If you guys want to get in, it's a $30 entry fee. If you get in, you have the chance to win your $30 back along with everybody in there. So if you cash at me to 30, make sure you send your email to my email address. It's in the description box. My email address is welcome to HDiiTV@yahoo.com. Send me the Cash App, then hit me up on the email. I'll send you the link to get in. Okay. Also, make sure you check out the DZ report. We did something over there talking about the Robert Downey Jr. thing. The Robert Downey Jr. stuff with him being doomed now, which is crazy. Also, you guys can look at Rumble. I'm on Rumble. We talk about the vice president, his views on abortion and stuff, and we talk about other things. So also the Patreon, $3 a month. We talk about some real stuff. I dropped a video on there talking about I believe it was a volleyball player who did some egregious stuff, but he's still allowed to be in the Olympics. That's on the Patreon. Make sure you guys check that out. So shout out to Carcino for Life for coming by. Make sure you guys go support him. Scrub Zero, Timo TV, Leaf Diggy, Jag Sports, Fulan Speaks Sports, Says Talk Sports, Quita Love Sports, Lobo, that's L0B0. You also got Who Did It This Time. You also got One True Emperor. You also got Bear Theater. Shout out to Bear. They be killing it on the games. MDT Sports. He came by here earlier. Salute to my brother. I think it's Love and Success Sports Entertainment. Check them out. And Brandon Love Sports. Thank y'all for listening. I'm out. Deezy.